All right. And of course, it didn't save Zeke's final frame. God damn it. That's really upsetting. Now he's just going to look. I'm getting a much different final frame. Dan stepped away here real quick. Let's unmute the PC Gaming Show. Let's see what they're doing. They got some. Oh, they're running some polls. The best gaming mouse, the MX500. Pretty good. The Rat King? It's all right. I don't know. Twitch the Plague Rat? I don't know about that either. Oh, you missed the console game to PC voting, 7% for ET. I don't know what ET is. Oh, and this is the main song from Team Fortress. Interesting. What is supposed to show up here, Co? Do you know off the top of your head any big stuff here?
I don't. The only thing I know for sure is that there's many companies that have announced that they're going to be revealing some world premiere stuff here, and I know they're trying to cram I think they said 50 games into this.
Yeah,
so
I saw
it should be big and girthy.
Yeah.
And is it the thing I'm not sure about is it an hour or is it 2 hours?
I don't know how long this thing is. I don't know if I ever saw. Wasn't the last one like 3 hours? Wasn't it really long last year?
It was like 2 hours or something like that.
It was 2?
long.
Like 2 hours? Okay.
Yeah. Because
you got me until 5. So.
Gotcha. Yeah, so
whatever we can jam in for there.
Another 3 hours. Gotcha. And then there's the Future Game Show later tonight, I think right at 5. I don't know if we're streaming that because I don't know what's in there.
I heard somebody mentioned, this could be completely wrong, but I heard it was VR.
Really? Okay.
But that may be totally wrong. So
cool. I guess we'll see. I want to see if I can get this last frame of Zeke because it's much better than the one that he has now.
Hold on, I'm going to vote in this poll. Number 1. There we go.
No, that's it. There's nothing else we can do. That's all we got to see.
Oh, gamesradar.com/future gaming show. Everything you need to know. Future Gaming Show will feature 40 plus games on console, PC, and mobile with partners including Square Enix, Team 17, Curve Digital, Polyamorous Games, and more.
Oh.
Okay. Nolan North and Emily Rose are hosting it.
Okay. Interesting.
It's a premier digital showcase event set during the former E3 week, which will show off the most exciting and interesting games of 2020 and beyond. So Future Game Show, like far off games, I guess, is what that entails.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know.
As the title suggests, it will also focus on what we can expect from the future of gaming and will include an editorial investigation of the ways of next-gen hardware, the PS5 and Xbox Series X.
Okay. I guess we'll see how that goes.
Well, damn. I'm kind of sad I'm going to miss that.
I think one of the big things a lot of people are hoping for here is the Persona 3 and 4 stuff leaked on Steam earlier this week. I think it was the de novo leak rather. So a lot of people are hoping that that's confirmed here, as apparently it's already on Steam. So yeah, you can go look at Persona 4 right now on Steam.
Yeah, those never been on PC before, so that's big for a lot of gamers that have never had the consoles.
I think it's out. I think you can just buy it right now and play.
Oh.
Yeah, there's no coming soon. I think it's out. And it's only $20. That's incredible.
Oh, wow.
Persona 4 on Steam right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, Persona 4 Golden.
It was linked in my
That's awesome.
I put it in drop frames real quick.
Persona 4 now announced officially on Steam by Drop Frames.
I mean, it's there. Like, the link is available.
World premiere.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. It does say release date June 13th, which is today. So it's out and playable right now.
There you go.
Oh
That's
my
awesome.
God, it looks so good up-res. Fuck, that looks really good.
I'm going to buy it.
When does your playthrough start, Co?
No idea.
You got
there
time
it is.
for
Yeah, Persona 4 Golden.
You got time for a 200-hour playthrough? I still haven't finished Persona 5, man. I'm in the 6th Palace. That game just never ends. It's too much.
Game is long.
It's fucking
Man, that game's
long. It's so long.
But it's good. It's long but good.
Yeah.
The best way.
Yes, it's true. There's a whole PC gaming show sale on Steam. Yeah, there is. I don't know if I want to look at this and get spoiled potentially, but there's a lot of games on there. Torchlight 3 is now on Steam.
Bought it. Happening at some point.
There you go.
That's it. That's it.
Ko will soon know the story of Chie, the best girl in all of Persona. Yeah, there's
30 seconds. JP, what do you want from this show?
They were showing some Blizzard stuff there. I'd like to see a cool Blizzard thing. Also, some Star Wars stuff is being shown right now.
Yeah.
So maybe something of that. I don't know. Maybe.
What about you, Dan?
I'm hoping for like a surprise, really good looking MMO, like a really modern day looking one. That would be really cool.
Ooh, that'd be very nice.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. I just realized I've been humming the fucking lyrics to this song and I had no idea why. And that's because this is Toss a Coin to Your Witcher. But instrumental.
Oh.
I'm very upset. I'm very upset.
All right.
There we go.
One little thing of water, and then the beer's getting opened.
Uh-oh.
Early warnings.
All right, it's 2. Can't judge it.
Early warnings. I waited till 2.
2 billion gamers. Uh-oh. Who's next level?
As you guys can see, I'm missing my left eye.
That's fucking incredible cosplay.
That was amazing.
The community that I am a
Very
part of.
quiet.
You're unique.
Is this a
You're not
cosplay
like anyone
doc?
else.
Some cosplayers are just amazing. Makes me like scared to ever try because some people are so good at it.
Yeah,
I built an
Is this,
arcade in my
is this a
basement.
documentary of some
This is my
kind?
home.
I think so, yeah. These are
You're
the
in a
truly
whole
next level
different world.
gamers.
Who cares what size you are, what gender you are?
I'm finally done gluing all the details on the sword.
Fans definitely go crazy when they see this card.
It's like one of the most badass things you could drive.
Interesting title.
Oh.
Totally game.
Totally.
Totes my goats gaming. The hell? Is that
I'm
where
excited.
Sean's
Sean
living
always
now?
is an amazing host for this every time.
Well, he's been replaced by this robot.
It's a good run, day 9.
Yeah. Man, they're just taking every
He
job
uploaded
out
his
there.
consciousness.
Looks like it's a Chunka helmet. Oh, okay. All out?
Is that Stalker or Fallout?
No, I think Fallout. That was the New Vegas armor, right?
Oh,
Looks
it was
very
Fallout New
similar
Vegas
to it.
armor, yeah. This is kind of ridiculous.
Oh god, the PC gamer account in the main channel is trying so hard to outspam the Resident
Oh my
Sniper emote.
Beam.
Yeah, that wasn't just on my side.
This is the PC Gaming Show. For the next 2 hours, we'll show you new footage and announcements for more than 40 games,
40.
including The next game from Dean Hall, the creator of DayZ. The world-exclusive debut of gameplay
Dean's
for
announcing
Evil
something?
Genius 2. Ruthless combat in Mortal Shell. Everspace 2.
Yes.
Epic battles in A Total War Saga. Troy. Torchlight 3. What's coming in the next chapter of Elite Dangerous? Mafia Definitive Edition.
Oh
A
shit.
look at New World, Amazon's upcoming open world
nice.
MMO.
Cool.
Why, hello
He's
there, PC
back.
Gaming Show. This is Greg Miller, just borrowing your broadcast for a moment to say that later on, I'll be dropping in again to reveal one of my favorite franchises that's coming to PC for the first time ever. If you can name this tune, maybe you'll recognize what it is.
That Persona?
See you later in the show.
Yeah, that's a June-esque song right there.
Mm-hmm.
I will forever
And
remember
now
that
your
fucking
PC
song.
Gaming Show hosts, Day
Every
9
day is
and
great at
Franken
your
Ward.
June-esque.
Are they going to be hosting from home?
So
Hello, Internet. Welcome to the 2020
yes.
PC Gaming Show. I am one of your hosts
This
today,
is
Sean
pre-recorded.
Day9 Plot, and I'm delighted to have you wherever you may be tuning in, Twitch or YouTube
Love
or
his
Twitter.
tie.
Welcome
Looks
to our
like he
sixth
was either
annual
bitten
event.
by a
We'll
large
have over 2
vampire or
hours
shocked
of
by a
content.
taser on his throat.
50 plus
Yes,
games we're going to
accurate.
be looking at in the form of reveals, trailers, interviews that we've recorded in the last several weeks. Before we get into that, though, I want to take a moment to address the ongoing situation in America.
Why does
While
Day9
we're
look 50?
glad to be showing you some games today,
Been a while.
there are many, many more people fighting for something far, far more important: the struggle against police violence and the systemic oppression of Black Americans. I and everyone who works on the PC Gaming Show each year, we know that Black lives matter, and this is not a fight that we are willing to stand on the sidelines for. So what can we all do? There's a great many organizations that deserve support right now, and one of them is the NAACP Legal Defense and Education Fund at NAACPLDF.org. If you want to support this and get some great games in the process, hundreds of developers have joined together at itch.io to create the Bundle for Racial Justice and Equality. It's a pay whatever you want for the bundle, and 100% of the proceeds go to the NAACP Fund and the Community Bail Fund. There's a lot more resources and information we'd like to share, so PC Gamer has created an ongoing list of ways that you can get involved in supporting protesters. That's at pcgamer.com/Black Lives Matter. Okay, we're going to begin the reveals in a moment, but this wouldn't be a PC Gaming Show without my dear friend and co-host Frankie Ward joining us from the other side of the internet. Welcome, Frankie, and why don't you say hello?
Hello, Sean, and hello to everyone watching
lighting's
around the
better than
world.
Sean.
We're really excited to be with you again. And Sean, I've prepared a veritable smorgasbord of PC gaming.
There's a little bit of
interviews, trailers,
desync. Are you
and
guys getting that?
announcements. This year's show features
Audio,
the
video? I'm
most
not.
games we've ever presented. So, grab your beverage of choice.
Thanks, Frankie. And I gotta say, your apartment looks quite a bit more like a music video than mine
I
does.
fixed it.
Maybe I should have sprung for better lighting. Either way, it's time for the PC Gaming Show. And as I said earlier, 50 plus games. We've been talking to the developers, interviewing them for weeks now. And though it looks kind of empty here, I'm not alone. My beautiful assistant and good buddy DevBot. You may have seen him making his way over here. He is awaiting us. So let's go join him and get the show started. All right, DevBot, what do we have for this year's PC Gaming Show?
I've downloaded 50 game trailers and 10 interviews, Sean, along with a full report of the most secret gaming layer friendly dogs, per your request. Australian Shepherds rank 4th among all dog breeds.
Oh, well, excellent. Well, what should we play first then?
Scanning. Processing. My readings indicate that the audience would like to see Vikings.
Well, that sounds great. Then let's kick it off with Valheim, a Viking survival game where you'll fight monsters, craft weapons, build and sail ships on an open ocean, all while exploring a procedurally generated landscape. Show me the game, DevBot.
Now loading Valheim.
Wait, didn't we already see this though? How's this world exclusive?
Maybe they have a gameplay trailer that's exclusive or something. I don't know. But judging by the Microsoft press conferences, exclusive doesn't mean much anymore.
Yeah, you're right there. This is definitely more gameplay than we saw, I think. Somehow this game will have 400,000 people watching it on Twitch as soon as it launches.
Oh yeah. And these survival games has huge viewer spikes.
Yeah. Looks like there's some actual content in this game, though.
I know, like
a lot of times the stuff will launch and there's like nothing.
Some really cool looking creatures.
It'll be fun.
Yep.
It'll be fun.
I would definitely try it. Seems cool.
The next game has been in the works for quite a while and is just about to come out. I've been following it the whole time, and if a game that features farming, creature collection, dance battles, and bears wearing pants sounds like your cup of tea, then it's time to put the kettle on and enjoy some ooblets.
What the hell is this? Is this like Pokemon?
I've seen this before.
Pokemon, but dance fighting.
Yeah, it looks like dance battles. Looks like Animal Crossing's Harvest Moon and Pokemon.
All right.
Sean, I've selected the next game for the PC Gaming Show.
Well, great. What do you got, DevBot?
The game is Torchlight 3, a cherished action RPG franchise that features a number of original playable classes.
DevBot, you wouldn't have chosen this game because in Torchlight 3 you can play as a steam-powered robot, would you?
My game selections are entirely objective and determined by an algorithm that shows the audience only what it wants to see.
Show me the algorithm, DevBot.
The algorithm is proprietary.
Okay, well, let's play the Torchlight 3 trailer, and when we're done, I want to talk to one of the Torchlight 3 devs.
I'm nervous about this one because this was originally going to be an MMO, then they scrapped it all. Now they're converting it to a regular action RPG.
Well, it was going to be free to play, right?
Yeah,
now,
free to
now
play.
It's paid.
Mm-hmm.
In a world of magic and mystery, will you choose fame? Will you choose fortune? Or the future of the frontier? Explore remote, perilous realms. Battle hordes of ancient, powerful enemies. Unite with others to claim your fame and glory. Torchlight 3. Your legend awaits.
Oh, DevBot, please connect me with one of those developers.
You got it, Sean.
Joining me today to talk about Torchlight 3 is Max Schaefer. Max, thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm happy to be here.
Now, Max, Torchlight 2's story began with the alchemist from the
They've done a
original
good
Torchlight
job
becoming
with the,
corrupted
like,
and evil.
not
How does
studio
Torchlight
thing.
3's story tie into the first two?
Considering, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, we're in the same world, obviously. We're about a century later now, though, and the Empire.
Camera borders might be a bit much, but outside of that,
the
good.
Empire's in
The what?
decline, and they've gotten a little lazy,
Camera
a little
borders.
comfortable,
Oh,
and
yeah,
a new
yeah.
threat looms on the horizon. So once again, the adventurers will have to battle the Netherim and all the evil baddies threatening the world.
In terms of the scope and scale of
What is
Torchlight
that
3,
statue on his?
how does it compare to the previous
What?
editions?
Is that
Well, we've
pyramid head?
expanded quite a bit. Now, first, anyone who's played Torchlight 1 and Torchlight 2 will be comfortable with the mechanics and how to play it and all. But we've expanded and let players make their own mark in the world itself. Like, you get a customized fort that you can decorate, that you can build things in. You can do things that benefit your whole account, and you can put things in there that are useful to other players. And other players will see your fort randomly out in the world.
I want to ask a little bit about the classes, because if you're an action RPG player,
Man,
you may
Zeke is
recognize
really into
something
this
like a knight
Yeah.
or a
Yeah, he's
mage.
listening
But in
super
Torchlight
intently.
3,
So
we got
focused.
the steam-powered robots. We have the rail master
Oh, my
that can
camera's not big
summon
enough.
trains. Talk to
We
me
have, like,
about
a
not
hideout
just
system
what
like
some of
in
the classes
PoE.
that players can expect are,
think so,
but
yeah.
how you
There
even
you go,
come
Tom.
up with this glorious stuff.
Well, I think that we've always wanted to avoid going like right down Main Street with our character classes and try to do something
Super
interesting.
focused.
But at the same time, we wanted you to be able to look at them and get a sense and get a kind of an intuitive
so
sense of
focused.
what they do. And so we've applied that here. We've got some really fun characters, like you said, the fully robotic.
For those wondering in chat,
steam
Zeke is
powered
very much
robot,
not here. He's helping his
and
girlfriend.
the guy
right now.
that summons
Yeah.
trains. But we've also got some other cool.
He's
classes
not
too, a
actually really
sharpshooter and a dusk mage. And honestly, they all have new twists, and they're all pretty fun to play.
In terms of the game world itself, how like specifically do the forts get integrated? Like, what does it mean to stumble across someone else's fort as you're going through the world?
Well, between our gameplay levels, we have passages, and when you enter the passage, there will often be a waypoint there, but there will also be someone else's fort. So you will see some random person from the world's fort, and they will in turn see occasionally randomly your own fort. And it's definitely worth exploring their fort, because you can not only use things like the luck tree, but you can use their enchanting table and whatever recipes they've unlocked to enchant your own items. So it's really worthwhile for you to go check them out.
Now, pets were a big part of the earlier Torchlight games. What type of pet-based entertainment can we expect?
We have expanded upon the pet system. It does all the things you want. It fights
So this has
alongside
been
you.
out in
sells-
another
goes
form
and
for a
takes your
long
items
time,
back
right?
to town to
I
sell.
think so, yeah.
But we've introduced kind of a collection mechanic, so you can find pets out in the wild by
Like,
defeating
this sounds really
bosses
cool, but I have to
and
say,
make
I
a
don't
whole
know
stable
if
of pets that
I've
you,
known
of course,
anyone who's
keep in
been
your
playing
fort.
it or hyped
Now,
about
Max,
it.
I know
or...
that the Torchlight series has an enormous
okay.
fan
Has anyone in
base.
chat
For
been playing this
those
game?
who are
It was
looking
closed
to get their
alpha,
hands on
apparently. Is
Torchlight
what it
3.
is. And now it's
Where
Oh,
can they
okay.
go
access.
and when can they play it?
Well, I'm very, very happy to
soon.
announce that we are available on Steam right now in early
Sorry,
access
it's available
for
now,
$29.99. Go check it out. It's available right this minute.
This is the best kind of answer in the PC gaming show. You can get it now. Once again, Max Schaefer
I'm
from the
curious if
Torchlight
this is
3
good.
team. Thank you so much for joining us. Once
The other
again,
games
go
were
to Steam
fine.
right now
Like, they were a lot
to
of
get your
fun with-
hands on the
with-
early
they were fun
access
with
version
friends
of
games.
Torchlight 3.
Fun with friends.
We're just getting started here on the
There it
PC
is.
Gaming Show. Let's take a look at what's coming up next.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show. Coming up later, an exclusive look at the next game from DayZ creator Dean Hall. Blanco's Block
interested to
Party,
see what that
the
is
first
after
reveal of Sound Mind.
talking with him
and
for a long
more.
time at Sacriel's
Back to
wedding.
you, Sean. Back to
Yeah.
you, Sean.
Well, hey everyone, I hope you're having a great time. I know I am, and I know you want to tell me how much fun you're having, but don't shout. The walls are very thick in here. I can see you though if you use the PC Gaming
Oh, God.
hashtag on Twitter,
It's breaking.
or Facebook, or PC
They
Gaming
took
forums,
that
or
away
Ouija
quick.
board, or Messenger Falcon, whatever is your desired form of communication. I'm sure you've been seeing many of those comments show up live in the show today. And we want your hottest 280 character take that our merry moderators might just select to be on the show. For our next segment, it's time to head on over to Frankie Ward.
Elite Dangerous, the space simulation
Oh,
MMO from
I actually
Frontier,
really
has
want to know more about
continued
this.
to evolve over the past
Yeah,
5
Barry
Teaser
years.
was awesome.
Barry
Set
just
in a
perked up.
one-to-one
He's super into
recreation
it.
of our actual Milky Way galaxy, players forge their own path, build and break
I'm wondering if this is the kind of thing where
trade,
even if
fight,
you
and
aren't
earn
really
the rank
into Elite
of
Dangerous, you could
Join
totally
us
get
as we
into like
journey
the
into
first
next
person part
era
of this
Elite
expansion.
Dangerous,
That'd be
set
very
to take a
interesting.
giant leap once
Could
more.
bring in like an entire new crop of players into the ED universe.
Yeah.
Hey, you don't have like a little gif of a rain cloud we can put over Zeke?
Let me do some Googling.
There's gonna be walking and that's it. No, I think they announced there's gonna be first person elements. Yeah, I don't think it's just gonna be walking around. I could be wrong. Maybe they'll go into that here. But no, I actually heard they're gonna be doing like first person shooting stuff. Yeah. Maybe that's wrong.
They definitely have guns.
I just want to explore stations. Oh, that would be badass. Like docking your ship and then walking around in a station and like an abandoned station and exploring it and stuff. That could be super cool.
Joining me to talk about the next chapter of Elite Dangerous is Piers Jackson from Frontier Developments. Thanks so much for joining us, Piers.
Oh, you're welcome. It's good to be here.
Now, I have a lot of questions about the trailer we just saw, but I'm wondering if you can contextualize a little bit for those who haven't played Elite Dangerous. What is it?
So I think the best way of explaining what Elite Dangerous is to understand how big it is. We have created a title that's the most complete, authentic space simulation of any game out there, and it's just vast. It's the whole galaxy. You can explore it. You can take your own path. You can be a pilot,
the time it took you to do that, well done.
A bounty hunter. You can do what you want. You can go where you want, and you can do your own thing. And it's that sort of freedom and the ability for people to tell their own story that I think makes Elite what it actually is.
Now, in all the streams that I've been following for Elite Dangerous, there's a lot of gameplay that happens in ships. There's a lot of focus on the economy and trading. In this trailer, though, we saw feet on the ground, which immediately makes me ask, what is it that we should expect? What should we glean from the trailer?
Oh, I think you've hit a nail on the head. Ultimately, the big new feature that we're looking to release here is the fact that you can now, for the very first time, set foot on our planets. We've created the last edition, really, in terms of going from space all the way down to the planet's surface. So now you can set foot, you can explore, you can interact with the environment. And we've taken the mission-based gameplay and the idea of forging your own path,
my video
creating your own
was doing all sorts of weird
experience that
stuff
the
on the
space
screen.
game has, and we've transposed that right down onto the planet. For the first time, you'll be able to access a whole pile of new planets, all ones with tenuous atmospheres.
Oh,
and
is the
obviously,
video
you'll be able to
interlaced?
play
Is that what
this in
you're
multiplayer, so you'll be able to join up with your
Maybe that was
friends. You can experience the game from the ship, from an SRV, and finally from on foot.
In what way will this ground, walking on the planet component transform the existing aspects of Elite Dangerous?
Here we go.
I think it gives people a new set of experiences to have. We link all the way from ground to the buggies, the SRVs, all the way up to the spaceships, so that it becomes a holistic event. The design actually encapsulates the whole experience.
In terms of some of the other systems that are on the planets, or various resources or points of interest, what are some of those that might tie back to some of the gameplay that someone would be familiar with?
So we have new planets that you can visit. You can visit old planets, and we have refreshed the visuals on them, so you can really set foot and be the first to actually make footfall on a new planet.
Now, Piers, I have a combo question for you. Elite Dangerous is available right now. Where can players go to play Elite Dangerous, and when can they expect the Odyssey update?
So you can join in with our community now, playing Elite Dangerous. Download it via Steam, or go to the Frontier store, or purchase it on console. We have many people playing it. In terms of Odyssey, you can expect to see that next year.
I hope you all enjoyed that conversation about Elite
Not quite the info I was
Dangerous.
hoping for,
To
but
see the way the game.
We didn't really say
it's kind of vague
much
about
of
what
anything.
was
Our
actually
next
on
title,
the planet.
we're going to
Yeah.
Sean, I'm sorry to interrupt, but our broadcast is being hijacked by another host.
Oh, is it Greg?
Not again.
Hi there again, PC gamers. It's me, Greg Miller. Maybe you saw me host the Guerrilla Collective live stream earlier today. No, I didn't watch. Okay, well, that sucks. I'll give the PC Gaming Show back to its usual host in a moment, but I couldn't let anyone else announce this next trailer, which is a game near and dear to my heart.
Is the Persona
Let's take a look.
Oh, this is a good song.
Hey, what are my shoulders doing?
Teddy.
It's the Persona disease, Go. You have to dance. Gee. What about Persona 3?
Persona 4 Golden is available now on Steam.
All right, we're good.
If you haven't played this, now you have no excuse. Persona 4 Golden is a masterpiece, ladies and gentlemen. The story, the action, the characters, this is something you have to go get right now. It's been awesome to see Atlas Games make their way onto the PC. I'm glad this one is finally here. Anyway, I better hand the show back over to Sean before he gets mad at me. See you later, PC gamers.
Well, that was weird.
Calm down, Chad. I already bought it.
Was supposed to be secure.
I'm analyzing the security breach now, Sean. I'm not sure what.
Oh my God!
It's Teddy.
It's fucking Teddy.
Well, all right then. While we get this sorted
done.
out, let's head on over to Frankie.
This shit. If Zeke was here, he would be so upset.
Our next trailer reveals an all-new psychological horror game coming to PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series X early next year. In Sound Mind will challenge your expectations as it ushers you through the deepest corners of your psyche. It sounds like every night before I go to sleep, honestly. The game also features a chilling original soundtrack by The Living Tombstone. Courtesy of indie outfit We Create Stuff and publisher Modus Games, let's take a look at In Sound Mind.
Yeah.
They say fear is just a state of mind. A locked door that traps you inside it. But once you find the key to your terror, fear will no longer exist. What a bunch of bullshit.
No, I'll never play this game.
Yeah, what? This looks ridiculous.
Good music.
Hey everyone, I'm Ido, producer at We Create Stuff.
Hey, I'm Gen, creative director.
Hey, Tombstone here.
We're the developers who brought you Nightmare House 2, and now we're back. We've partnered with Modus Games and The Living Tombstone, and we're working on a new indie horror game, In Sound Mind.
Demo is now out on Steam. Let us know what you think.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Wait, the guy on the left said Tombstone here? He's the dude that made the
How
music?
did you get here
I
today
guess,
anyway?
yeah, I don't...
Well, Sean, my
Oh.
state was interrupted when I realized
Cool,
I
man.
was late to this year's PC gaming show. So naturally, I panicked. I had to improvise about how to reach our undisclosed broadcasting location before you began the show. I tried some back roads in the desert. I am not an all-terrain vehicle, it was discovered. I tried to hitchhike. But ever since the 1991 documentary Terminator 2, no one in Los Angeles trusts robots. At that point, I was already right outside our secret location.
Cool. Hey, let's take a look at our next trailer.
Loading.
Best shows make fun of themselves.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
What the fuck is this? Oh, weird.
Whoa, what is this?
What's happening?
Yo.
That looks pretty cool.
I wonder if you can like build those.
Did the player build these? Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking, Dan.
Yeah, I think that's what's going on. Airborne Kingdom.
Oh, dude.
That looks super cool.
That looks awesome. It's like Raft on a city scale in the sky.
Yeah.
You might be surprised to know that I enjoy real-time strategy games, and that's why I'm excited for our next trailer. It's Dwarfheim, a cooperative RTS, where up to 3 players can split up the work of building, mining, and fighting, working together to build defenses,
You build on the
traps,
ground,
train armies to fend off deadly
and
trolls,
then you have to
and
take
rival
your
clans.
city into the sky and move to another area, and then you land again, and then like repeat the process.
That's so cool.
Ever since
That's
the fall,
awesome.
dwarven clans live scattered across Agartha. They
This
toil
looks very
every
much
day
like
in the dark and dirt.
Warcraft 3.
They
Oh,
try
never
to
mind.
protect what little they have from rival clans. And the vile creatures that roam these
Still
lands.
kind of Warcraft 3.
Your clan needs you now, chieftains, to lead your people. Choose your classes, guide your builders and miners to expand your kingdom. Or take up arms with your warriors to protect our town halls and conquer your enemies. Bring us to victory! Bring us to Dwarfheim!
Dwarfheim.
Cool.
Sweet.
I like the idea of like,
Looks like a fun
automation
game.
construction with RTS stuff. Yeah, that could be cool, man. That could be cool.
You can sign up right now for the multiplayer beta.
Thanks, Sean. And now let's take a look at the lineup of games and game updates coming from indie publisher.
I actually really prefer this PC game show format to like the normal one. It seems a lot quicker. The pace is up. Like the interviews are a little more concentrated.
I was thinking about this during the PlayStation 1 or after the PlayStation 1 as well. There's no crowd. So you don't have to like wait for the crowd or react to the crowd or wait for them to it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
It's interesting. COVID has kind of exposed that there's a lot of events that seem to just be better without people involved in a crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong. It turns out
He's also
humans
kind of-
were always the problem, huh?
Is that like the movie reel for life?
Yeah.
This sounds like Carpenter Brute.
That's good music.
Yeah.
Yeah, the only human allowed is Keanu. No one, that's it. Only Keanu can show up.
He gets the whole world. He deserves it.
Yeah.
He can just have it.
He's had some bad stuff. Good guy still, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw that earlier. This does look pretty cool.
So, random question. You guys remember that game we saw a long time ago where there's like aliens experimenting on a planet and you play like a Carnage-esque alien symbiote just tearing through? Did that game ever come out?
I don't know. I
I
loosely
think it comes
remember
out
that.
this year sometime.
Does it? I
Carrion?
can't remember the name of it.
Carrion.
Yeah, Carrion.
Yeah, I think so.
Chat says it's not out.
It's not out yet. Okay, cool.
We love you and we hate .money. That's a pretty good website.
Carrion. I wanted to make sure we didn't miss that one. That game looks
That's
super
quite
fun.
a lineup from New Blood, and with us now is the New Blood CEO, Dave Oshry, to talk
Thanks,
about
chat.
it. Dave, what the hell was that all about?
Yeah, so we got a
That's
lot
Dave
going
Oshry.
on, right? I mean, some guys come out here, they show like some cinematic trailer and then tell you it's coming out.
Oh,
in
this
the
dude
year.
made the rounds again
We
around
got
Twitter
6
for a
games,
while.
and you could play all of them right now. We couldn't afford to do a cinematic trailer if we wanted to, right? So yeah, Dusk, now with mods, check them out at duskmods.com. There's all kinds of crazy A Medieval, now with RTX. DLSS 2.0 is coming. Maximum action, new levels are coming, new features, new guns. Unfortunate Spaceman is now completely free to play. It, why not? Check that one out. 16-player co-op. It's crazy. It's like The Thing in space. Faith, of course. If you don't know about Faith,
now you know.
Ultra Kill, our new retro shooter with style. If you like games like Devil May Cry and Quake, that's what that's about. And then, of course, Gloomwood. If you like games like Thief, System Shock, Resident Evil, then I think Gloomwood is definitely the game for you.
Where can that entire company is like the retro FPS company,
not
basically.
Fortnite.com, a Medieval at I can't believe it's not Hexen.com, Maximum Action at ShootyBoom.com.
Someone in chat said that guy's seriously channeling some Cliffy B energy.
Deaderspace.com. Faith at GaryLovesYou.com, Ultra Kill at DevilMayQuake.com, and then of course Gloomwood at ThiefWithGuns.com. Yeah,
I like those
that's
URLs.
all we got. 6 games. You can play them all right now. We love you.
And we hate money.
Thanks, Dave. Let's see what Frankie has
Good
for
point.
us next.
Okay.
Thank you, Sean. Now tell me, PC gamers, have you ever wanted to rewrite history? Not your browser history, that's easy and absolutely vital, but how about something grander, like discovering America, mastering flight, or inventing the computer a couple of hundred years earlier? Humankind is an upcoming historical strategy game where you'll be combining up to 60 different cultures to create a civilization that's as unique as you are. And as with all of their previous titles, Amplitude is asking the community to participate in the development of Humankind to help make it the best game that it can be.
Oh, it's early access. Okay.
Let's see how they're inviting
That's one
PC gamers to
way to
help
say
build
that, I guess.
this worldly game.
Oh, that looks... Wait, so is this the game? Or is that their other
I'm
games?
confused. Okay, title.
Ah.
Reminds me so much of Civ.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. Even like the hex-based stuff now.
Huh.
Okay.
That was interesting.
Cool. I wonder if that's going to do enough different than Civ to really set it apart.
Yeah.
Well, you heard the trailer. You need to go to opendev.gamestogether.com so you can be one of the very first humans.
Oh, that was the Endless
to get
Legends
your hands on
devs.
Humankind.
Okay.
Amplitude Studios' upcoming
remember
historical
Endless Legends
strategy
at all.
game. And now for something a little different. Why don't you join me in my chambers? Come on. Come on. Of all the subcultures and communities that make up PC gaming, modders have arguably had the biggest impact. My next guest is Dean Hall, a designer who started out as a modder and eventually helped lay the foundation for two of the most popular genres on PC, survival and battle royale. Let's take a look at the next game from Rocketworks revealed here on the PC Gaming Show. It's Icarus.
Weird of this?
I don't think he's talked about it. I'm not sure. My memory is combined with drunken conversations, so I don't know what's been said or what hasn't publicly.
Already liking the look of it.
Ooh, that's gorgeous.
That's Dean right there.
Oh. So ridiculous.
That animation could use a couple passes.
No, it's so ridiculous seeing a spaceman with like a axe just doing like the most basic of survival gameplay. Like,
yeah.
Okay, here we go. Okay.
Oh.
Really?
Joining me to talk about Icarus is Dean Hall. Dean, thanks so much for joining us.
Awesome, it's great to be here.
So, Dean, you're making another survival-focused game. What makes Icarus different from other
Great
survival
first question.
titles?
Well, I think if you think about your first hour in DayZ, your first hour in Minecraft, really what we're trying to do is capture that and then basically build a game where you can do that over a long period of time.
What?
And you can progress through the survival experience. So it was really
So
getting
basically
back
we're
to
trying
the
to do
roots
what all
of
these other
what a
games have
survival
done,
game is
but
and
longer.
what makes those moments that you get in them really intense and emotional.
If you can just walk me through like the basic loop. If I just open up the game, do I start out on the ship itself?
If you think about the orbital station as your apartment in GTA, you can invite your friends in and prepare for what we call a drop. And then you select a prospect. And the big challenge of the game, and the way to fail it, I guess, is to run out of time on the drop.
Let's say I'm on a 30-minute mission. I have a particular resource I've set out to snatch up. How does the gameplay of that 30-minute period differ from other survival games?
I suppose there were three key things that I felt needed to be addressed before I made another survival game. The first was the ability to scale. By breaking your experience over months and years into sessions, that allowed us to address scale. So you still can do all the things that you do in a normal survival game, building bridges, roads, all those kinds of things. But you're doing it with a medium-term focus. The second was pacing and clear direction, which is helped very much by the structure that we're putting around the session. And the last one is really focusing in on those core survival mechanics, which I really feel is the whole reason that survival as a genre connects so emotionally with players.
I guess I was a little surprised to hear that there are 20-minute drops as well as multi-day drops. What are the sort of time ranges we're looking at? Are there different like categories and tiers of drop length?
Yeah, so it really depends on your level as you progress through the game. So early on, we're really just introducing you to more safe environments. So say a daytime drop that only lasts 20 minutes. You're only going to be facing the game during the day. As you progress on, you can take on and get access to prospects that have much longer drop windows, but that means you're getting a cycle of day-night. And night, particularly for most of our biomes, is definitely the most dangerous.
I want to ask a little bit about what failure means in Icarus. I mean, in the trailer there was someone that fell down and you just ominously talked about the dangers of being left behind on the planet. What happens if you don't make it back to the ship in time, die on the planet? What happens?
If you think about DayZ, when you get shot, it's a very binary event that happens and there's nothing you can do, it's just over. And there's a certain charm to that.
Everything's gone.
Yeah, there's a certain charm to that. But I think if we look about...
A charm. I like your use of the word charm there, for sure, yeah.
Yeah, like, there definitely is. But I think with Icarus, we've chosen one failure state. If you run out of time on your drop, that character and all its equipment is gone.
Yeah.
So we wanted to make that terrifying. And that's why our tagline is, there are worse fates than death. So it's getting left behind. If you miss your rendezvous window with the orbital station, then that's it. Everything that you've deployed on there, your character and all that progression of that character and all that equipment is just gone. And that's our one failure state. If you run out of oxygen, someone can come and revive you. If you get attacked by this particular animal and damaged, someone can heal you. But if you run out of time, it's over.
I'm curious, I mean, there's so many elements. There's so much ambition. I know there's a lot of PC gamers that maybe feel like you abandoned DayZ, other projects. What do you have to reassure those people that you're committed to Icarus?
Well, I think
wow,
a
dude,
big thing
Day9
for
with
me
a question.
is you know, Bohemia
like
was
you
an existing
abandoned DayZ.
company, and I definitely felt like I was pulling them in a direction that was hard for them to go. and they probably felt like they were pulling me in a direction that I didn't want to go. And it's really been a bit of a struggle for me to develop and not only the studio but myself as well. There was a whole bunch of things I had to learn. I had to learn many of those things through failure. The solution there was to make sure it wasn't just a Dean Hall game, but it was a game built by incredibly skilled people. And we managed to assemble, I think, definitely one of the best teams I've ever worked with, an exceptional concept team through to a technical and production team as well.
Well, I know there's a ton of people that are interested in my very next question, my favorite question. When can people get the opportunity to play Icarus?
That is a good question. So we're looking at sometime next year. Our development is very advanced at this point. Our biggest question really is content. So, we're making the game free to play because we wanted to maximize the number of people that play it. And we're acutely aware a number of our former staff are ex-Grinding Gear Games who made Path of Exile, very talented in the free-to-play area. So we're very cognizant of how much content we need to provide gamers. So at the moment, we're really sort of heading into that.
Weird that they would ping a specific studio and be like, yeah, we got a lot of those guys.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Once again, that was Dean Hall from Rocket Works.
And also, if it's free to play,
survival game
how is it going to make its
For
money?
our next game, let's head to Frankie.
Yeah, they didn't really
Didn't
get into
mention that at all.
monetization. Yeah.
When you're an evil supervillain,
In a survival game,
it's important
monetization
to have your own
in a
sense
free-to-play
of style.
environment is kind of huge.
What? Evil Cat Psychics are so 2019. Evil Genius 2 asks players the question, how would you design a supervillain fortress? Would you build a pool filled with laser sharks, or would you just give all the home appliances RGB lighting? Here's the world-exclusive
That's a cute
first
guinea pig.
gameplay footage
It
of
is, yeah.
Evil Genius 2, World Domination.
I'm excited for this game. I love the original, despite its many issues.
I still need to play the original.
Didn't you play that recently, Dan? Like when this one was
Yeah, it's on
announced?
Steam.
Yeah.
It still runs okay. You just gotta mod it a little bit, but it's pretty fun if you like building an evil base.
Does it play Dungeon Keeper-y?
It's definitely inspired by Dungeon Keeper. That's what they were inspired by when they designed it. Graphics kind of remind me of Theme Hospital.
Yeah.
I mean, it looks pretty cool.
I do hope they improved a lot of the gameplay loops because some of them were kind of annoying, but it was still fun despite the issues. It's like the world map's back.
Is that the sword in the stone?
Yeah, part of the game is to go into the world and steal big things to gain notoriety as like an evil villain.
Gotcha.
And the higher notoriety, the more agents come to investigate your base and stuff.
Huh.
Ultimate goal is to take over the world.
Is there more than one like evil genius, or is there only one evil genius and that's you?
Original game, there were 3 that you could pick from.
Gotcha.
Each has like a special henchman.
That's cool.
Dungeon Keeper meets Carmen Sandiego.
Sure. Yeah.
We are about to see the first official gameplay footage for Godfall on PC.
Oh, this is
Counterplay
the
Games is going to give us a
PS5
guided
game
tour
that,
of the battle for Aperion.
DJ Knight
Keen
was
observers
super
will
into.
notice that this is running in Unreal Engine 5. That's why those
The
shiny
Gearbox
sets
one?
of armor
Yeah.
look oh so gorgeous. You
The
can go
two
on over to the
human-ish
Epic Game Store and
one.
wishlist it now, or get more information.
Yeah,
on
I want to know
Godfall
more about
before
this one.
it
I wasn't
releases
really
this
impressed the
holiday
first
season,
time,
but
but
for now, let's take a look.
I definitely want to know more about it.
Well, it's 60 FPS already, so that's good.
Hello, my name is Keith Lee, and I am the game
Ooh,
director.
this looks like a
for
deeper
Godfall.
dive.
On behalf of Counterplay
30
Games,
FPS stream,
we are
never mind.
very excited to share gameplay with you today and to offer you a glimpse into the mystical world of
Oh, the sword clipping.
Ladies and gentlemen,
One day a game will get it right.
Still in
Oh,
development,
into the cloak, yeah.
so some things will change.
Those
and
physics have to
improve
be
in the
like
final
super hard
product,
though.
including visuals and performance. Godfall is set in a brand new high fantasy universe filled with heroic knights, arcane magic.
Wow, those
and
sky
forbidden
boxes are
realms.
crazy cool.
The world is split
best
up
kind of
into the
realms are
elemental
forbidden.
realms of earth, water, air, and fire. You play a Valorian knight, a godlike warrior able to equip valor plates, legendary armor sets that transform you into unstoppable masters of melee
The big
combat.
hammer. Kinda
As you
into that.
adventure through the realms, you'll get to tear through enemies to challenge a mad god.
I wanna
who
see the
awaits
HUD.
you at the top. Throughout
Same.
the journey,
Man,
you'll
that
find
I want to see the
armor-
progression.
ancient valor
That
plates
armor does look
lost in
really
time,
fucking cool.
each with their own characteristics and long history. Now
So
let's
does your
talk
armor
about
determine your
gameplay.
class, kind of like Warframe?
First,
Maybe? I don't know.
our team wanted to do something different. We wanted to combine action RPG loot progression with third-person melee combat to create what we think is a whole new genre, the looter slasher. Our game
Okay.
is therefore one part gear-driven
The
and
the
one
slasher.
part player skill-driven.
The
In other
schloosher.
words, not only do we want you to find exquisite weapons with powerful loot traits, but we also want you to have that feeling of accomplishment for mastering the wide set of combat mechanics available to you in Godfall. What you're looking at now is a mid-boss fight, a tougher challenge which we'll have to leave for another day.
Oh man, I thought
Please
you
check
were
Is that
out
it?
Godfall channels on
That
Twitter,
bait.
Facebook, and YouTube.
I do want to
Thank
see the
you so
progression.
much for
Like,
taking a look at
I'm sold
Godfall,
on the look
and
of
we'll
it
be
now,
showing you more soon.
but I want to see progression.
I want to see how
Next up,
deep
when
they
PC
mean when
gamers
they're
think
talking
of
about like
iconic
ARPG looting
first-person
mechanics.
shooters, they
Yeah.
think
Is
of
this gonna be the
games
kind of game we're gonna be
like
farming
Doom,
in for things that are
Duke
meaningful,
Nukem.
or
Our next trailer
I
shows
would
a
think
project
so,
that
but yeah,
celebrates the
who knows?
proud heritage of sci-fi FPS.
That comes out later this
while
year,
taking
so
advantage of some
they
very
should
modern
probably start
visual
revealing that
effects,
stuff soon.
like glorious enemy
Be nice.
dismemberment. From Bounding Box Software and Humble Publishing, this is Proteus.
I'm gonna run first.
Something that's very appealing about games that blend retro with modern graphics. It's super nice.
did you play Void Bastards, Dan?
No, is it good?
Oh, you should try it, dude. So much fun.
I'm gonna write that down. Void Bastards.
I agree though. Like this is a very cool aesthetic. That's cool. That's cool.
Early access.
Whoa. Now for something completely different.
For our anime fans out there.
Oh, hey, thank you, chat. Apparently, Void Bastards is included in the Xbox Game Pass right now. Awesome.
Oh, that's awesome.
You know that.
I must say they're doing a hell of a job selling the Game Pass with all of these games on
They
there.
are killing it, dude. Killing it. One of the best values in gaming in a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Is Zeke frozen? Oh, Zeke is not here. He had to help his girlfriend pick someone up at the airport. He'll be back a little bit later.
I love the look of that last one. Faye Tactics is set to scratch that isometric combat itch that I know a lot of us have been feeling ever since we played Final Fantasy Tactics back in the 90s. All right, but we're not done with Humble Games yet. Their lineup, as it turns out, isn't all that humble. We're going to take a look at 2 more games from them. Project Wingman, a jet fighter game featuring RPG elements and VR support, And rounding things out is Carto from Sunhead Games, a gorgeous top-down puzzler. Let's take a look.
What?
Oh, she's hugging a bear. Okay.
Huh.
Yes, I don't do that.
Okay. That was a weird one.
Entering hostile territory. Stay sharp. Hard rock, let it fly. Conic engaging. Monarch bombs away. Right on target. Tallow on some new contacts. Kill confirmed. Good work, Hitman team. Return to base.
Danger zone. That's all I could think of the whole time.
Little bit light on that trailer, but it looked kind of
Have you ever
cool.
wondered what Gordon Freeman's voicemail message sounds like?
Sean, that is an intriguing inquiry. However, something is wrong. I'm receiving an external transmission.
Why does this keep happening, DevBot? What's with the security? Have you upgraded to Service Pack 2 yet?
The transmission is coming from a powerful space satellite.
Greetings, PC Gaming
nice.
Show. It is I, your supreme leader, Kane. I am commandeering this broadcast to deliver an important mission briefing. You must capture the GDI base marked at these coordinates. This
Wow,
is
Kane is
strategically
old.
significant.
Good
for
God,
this-
if
I'm just
his
kidding.
beard
It's
wasn't
me,
gray, it's like he didn't
Joe
age a
Today.
day.
And I
Yeah.
can take over this broadcast because I do what I want. Look, you know Command & Conquer has been a major part of your life. It's certainly been a big part of mine. The Command & Conquer Remastered Collection recently launched for PC, and it is an awesome way to relive this classic game with a bunch of new bells and whistles. I mean, who doesn't like 4K graphics, quick matches in multiplayer, or modding, am I right? I personally want to send a big shout out to all you PC gamers who have kept the legacy of Kane alive over these last 25 years. I mean, I live in death, I guess. Thanks for letting me interrupt, and I hope you guys enjoy the rest of the show. For the glory of Nod!
What a boss. That's great.
Tell me, PC gamers, do you have any rare action figures? Perhaps you're one of the lucky owners of an out-of-print collectible, something you'd never trade away in a million years. Our next game is a celebration of toys and art. On its surface, a game about collecting,
Is there anything else
customizing, and
besides
trading.
Command &
But
Conquer?
it's also a highly social playground for creativity, one where you can make your own levels and
Oh, while
gather
you were
with your
gone?
friends to
Yeah,
hang out,
yeah.
play mini games, and create together.
There's a
This
game called
is
Cardo,
Blanco's Block Party.
flying jet game that looks kind of cool.
Oh.
And some kind of Doom 2D sprite-based game that looked pretty interesting called Proteus.
Legend tells of a
The hell is
place where everyone comes together to play and dance and race and shoot and jump and fly with jetpacks or maybe bat wings. And there's lava and a mountain made of junk food. Where you can create your own worlds and have your own adventures where you are in charge. Where you can make your very own games with your very own rules. And all your friends can come and play. Like this one here. Yep, them too. And I don't know what that dude is, but he is cool. What? They're all toys? Come to life. And I can actually play with them and own them all. That's f***ing sweet. But you see, this place isn't a legend at all. It's a party.
Here to bring us the inside look at
that
Blanco's
what
Block
kids do
Party
these
is
days?
I
Jamie
guess, I
Jackson
don't
from
know.
Mythical. Jamie, thanks so much for joining us today.
Hey man, thanks for having me.
I would love if you could just address what is Blancos?
Blancos it's a game about vinyl toys kind of coming to life and where they go when a human leaves the room. but it's also more than just a game. It's a place for content creators and gamers and collectors to come together and hang out and build the worlds and games that they really want to play in. And you can have as many as your friends come and hang out with you as you want, but you could also drop the toys in. So the first toy you can play with is one called, it's a shooting mechanic. We got like a unicorn rocket launcher that fires ice creams. We got like a cactus grenade launcher that fires these little cactus balls. So it's all about kind of like arcade fun shooter stuff. And you can set that up as a team shooter. You could have squads, you can do a bunch of stuff with it. You can even just have it free for all. Some other stuff we're going to be dropping is race toys. So you could just do point to point. You could build this super sweet like platformer and just go A to B. You could do laps. And then another one is, because Blancos, they all survive on good vibes. That's kind of what powers them. So another one you can do is
vibe on good vibes. There you go,
collection. And what's
gotta get
kind of
good
super
vibing.
cool is all of those toys work with each other. So you could build a race, and then you could drop some guns in it, and it can be a race, but you can pick up guns.
About that beer.
Each other out.
Yeah.
So you have these huge flexible tools.
Been an hour since
community
you said you were gonna
focus.
drink it.
We've also seen in games like Fortnite these in-game events. Are these kinds of things that you think will show up in Blancos as well?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we felt that from the beginning of development.
I wonder
that
how many games
Blancos
are going to
wasn't
start
just this
doing
place for players to go and build
in-game
and create
events
their own
like
worlds, but
Fortnite.
it's a place for us to
End
be able
quote.
to share with them different.
That's gonna be the
content,
next
whether
big
it's a
thing.
music concert, whether it's a movie trailer, you know, whether it's something no one's seen yet. But absolutely, that we're definitely thinking about that kind of stuff.
Well, talk to me about the number of different designs. Like, where are these designs coming from? How many are there?
We're not talking about numbers in season one just yet, but we are talking about the artists. So we're really stoked we've been able to work with some of my favorites that I've been buying the vinyl toys of over the years. So John Paul Kaiser is a great artist from the UK. I ended up buying some of his toys in New York about 6 years ago, and now we get to work together and bring his toys to life in the game, which has been great fun. James Groman, who I think just kind of really epitomizes vinyl toy design, just those clean vector-based lines. And one of my personal favorites is Pete Fowler, who for me was kind of one of the grandfathers of vinyl toy design.
I know people are going to want more information. They're going to want to know when they can play Blancos, when they can see more. Where do they go for that?
If you want to keep just up to date with things, go and check out blancos.com. You can register there right now, so you can, you know, secure your account name and get ready for launch. We're going to be launching end of the year, so not too far away now, but we're also going to be starting to look for our beta at some point soon as well. So if you get registered, we might be able to get you in that.
Jamie from Mythical, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Once again, the name of the game is Blancos Block Party. Let's take a look at what's coming up next at this year's PC Gaming Show.
You're watching the PC Gaming Show, presented by PC Gamer. Stay tuned for more trailers, announcements, and footage. Coming up later, we celebrate the 20th anniversary of A Total War. What's next in Escape from Tarkov? The reveal of horror strategy game, Rogue Lords, and more. Back to you, Frankie.
The PC is the birthplace of space flight action games.
Is that 24-hour Tarkov thing over yet?
Everspace 2 expands on that tradition with its gorgeous handcrafted universe.
What were we going to say, Dan?
The focus here
As
is on
in,
exploration.
isn't that the
and
announcer of
dogfighting,
Darkest
with alien
Dungeon?
species standing in the
it
way
is.
of outfitting your ship with unique modules, weapons, and devices.
Oh, it's 2 weeks?
And
Oh, I
as we're
thought it was
about to see
24.
in
I
this
guess
next trailer, combat
I
won't
thought it was
just take
24
place
hours
in the
because
cold
Sacriel was doing that
vacuum of
24-hour
space,
stream or whatever.
but also the atmospheres of planets themselves. Here's Everspace 2.
Yes.
So you're playing this tomorrow, right, Co?
I'm playing this for our St. Jude charity stream on Monday. A special new build that has like all the latest stuff in it. I've heard nothing but good things. I am so excited for this game.
Awesome. Dang, this looks a lot bigger in scope than the first one.
There's for anyone interested, there's an article on PC Gamer where they go into like the customization and kind of how deep they're going with it, and it's a cool read.
Does this have multiplayer in it, Co?
No, it's single player.
Okay.
From what I understand, it's basically like a giant, like basically Everspace 1 was an awesome space combat game, but it was in this kind of roguelite structure.
Right.
And what they did is with Everspace 2, they're basically taking that blueprint and they're moving it into an open world, like freelancer style space game.
Oh man, that's cool as shit.
That sounds really cool.
So you get all sorts of customizations. There's factions, there's story stuff, there's random events, places to explore. Like it's yeah.
That's awesome. That does look pretty cool.
Yeah, I'll be playing that Monday at 8 a.m.
Nice.
Very excited.
Uh-oh.
Let the Wookiee win.
Oh.
Oh, this is the game. Okay. What the fuck is going on? Inca Lunati?
Okay.
Huh.
All right.
PC gamers, I'm sure you'll agree. If a horse shows up at your door and you don't remember ordering a horse, it's probably best to keep the door shut. One of the coolest things about a Total War Saga Troy, the next game from Creative Assembly, is that it will enable players to experience multiple different versions of how the iconic battle went down, including several explanations for what that mythical horse actually was. I'll get the door while you watch the latest trailer.
Peggy 16.
His face.
Stupid shot.
Oh, silver-tongued Odysseus. There is only one response to Queen Helen's abduction, and that is war.
In Total War Saga Troy, you can rewrite the events of one of the greatest conflicts ever told.
Now, JP, you're probably the biggest Total War guy out of us here. How you feel about Troy? Well, how you feel about Troy?
In equally devastating ways.
I mean, I'll look at it. I don't necessarily think I'm like, it's on my radar as being super excited about it, but
resembled.
The walls of this city may appear to be mighty,
it is a fun game
no
just to like
defenses are
control A on lower difficulties and send
Using
stuff in like we're seeing here.
siege towers, take the fight to the walls.
This game is going to be free for the first 24 hours when it
Slaughter
releases.
the Trojans atop.
Wait,
and
seriously?
force
Yeah,
them
on
back
Epic, I
to
think.
that pitiful city.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Ah.
There you go.
Yeah, I think Burke Black is very excited for this game, I think. He's usually the one that's like super in on the
enemy are unaware
war,
of your presence.
Total War stuff.
Position your troops to retain your advantage once the attack begins.
Sneak troops into the city in a vast, horse-headed vessel fit for the gods. Under the cloak of darkness, use guerrilla tactics to sabotage the unbreachable city gates.
This is about what it looks like when I play the game, where I don't really play it, I just zoom in and see the little guys fight back and forth.
Their walls have been breached.
I then get upset when like I just get destroyed even though I have greater numbers.
Nature's might. In a land ravaged by earthquakes, patience is rewarded. Send your troops forward. Troy is yours.
I know, who has time for tactics, really?
Yeah, I don't. I just want to see a giant army fight another giant army.
Myth meets history in a war that will define the ages. Experience the legend of Troy this summer.
Victory will make you immortal.
Man, they're trying everything
That was a Total
to get
War
people on
Saga
Epic
Troy,
Game Store.
which we'll get
Free
to
for
play
the
in
first 24
2021.
hours. That's kind of interesting.
And hey, speaking of sneaking in big surprises, a master of segue. This year, we've teamed up with Intel to build a legendary custom computer inspired by art, weaponry, and the artifacts found in the game. DevBot, I understand you know your way
Oh, is
around
this
a
the
computer,
sponsor
right?
segment?
Affirmative. Sean, I have a soft spot for Bronze Age computers.
Well, great. Why don't you tell our audience a little bit more?
Can do, Sean. Behold, PC gamers. This build is centered around Intel's CPU, the 10th gen Intel Core i9-10900K processor. This 10-core flagship CPU is built for maximum gaming performance and overclocking, especially useful in epic strategy games like a Total War Saga Troy. The build also features a top-of-the-line GeForce RTX 2080 Ti.
Some good hardware
also
porn.
On the Asus motherboard are a spacious 4 terabytes of fast storage and 120.
Look at the fans on that one.
Hashtag ad.
Power supply, and temperatures are kept at a nominal level thanks to
wow, that is a shit ton of fans. What the
running
fuck?
alongside liquid cooling. The copper tubing is not only effective at heat conduction, but according to my readings, aesthetically pleasing.
That is a weird
Is this what
PC
humans call
form.
love?
PCs are more than specs, they're a passion. When we build a PC, we form a relationship with that piece of hardware. We wanted to show you every step of that process. For this build, we enlisted a master craftsman, Brian Carter, a PC modder with over a decade and a half of experience. PC Gamer and Intel have created a 4-part series following Brian as he created this epic artifact. DevBot, cue it up!
Hey, my name is Brian Carter, and I've been building custom PC mods for over 16 years. I'm working with Intel and a Total War Saga Troy on a very special custom PC project that we're thrilled to debut at the PC Gaming Show. Join me in a 4-part video series as I take you through each stage of the scratch build process.
Well, that was
begin with the
actually a
inspiration and
PC.
design phase, where we figure out how to take the
crazy.
amazing design assets from a Total War
I
Saga
thought they were just
Troy
showing off the
and
graphics card.
functionalize them to
Oh, wow,
house
he
our
3D
best-in-class
printed that.
components, like the 10th
I'm in the
gen
same boat as
Intel
you, Dan.
Core i9 10900K processor. Then I'll show you how I assemble, finish, and test this one-of-a-kind PC. A big thank you to Intel and Creative
pretty cool
Assembly for
build.
letting me work on this incredibly fun
Yeah,
and
man.
challenging project. I hope you like it.
Damn.
Oh, it looks so good. And I have some good news. Episode 1 is available now, and I have even better news. You can win this PC from DevBot's loving clutches. Head on over to PCGamer.com/IntelPC to learn more and enter for a chance to win.
There you go.
And with that, it's time to return to more PC Gaming Show action with the fantastic Frankie.
Last year, Remnant from the Ashes challenged gamers to take on monstrous creatures in a post-apocalyptic world. Today, we're excited to announce the biggest update yet for the game.
Oh, it's the DLC.
Upcoming DLC that will conclude this thrilling saga. The fate of humankind is at stake. It's time to bring an end to the root once and for all. This is the world reveal of Remnant from the Ashes, Subject 2923, available August 20th
Oh,
on
this is
PC,
wait.
Xbox
This is
One,
new
and
stuff, isn't it?
PS4.
This is the new DLC. Wow, did they just release the other one?
That sounded like a boss, right? It was called Subject something or other.
They say hope is what makes us human. Hope also let us think we'd won. But the root have another gate somewhere. Another hole we have to plug.
Yeah, the last DLC was like a multiplayer thing, so I think this is story.
Maybe the root's not the only thing we need to worry about.
Whoa.
Seriously, not multiplayer, roguelike.
What the fuck?
Yo, this looks awesome.
Huh. I like their
Cool.
I like that
The
Remnant
new
can
Remnant
just do
from the Ashes content looks fantastic.
whatever
We'll
they
be playing
want in
that.
terms
What
of
else is
world design.
fantastic?
And
Hearing the
still fits.
opinions of strangers from the internet.
Oh, they
Nothing
fixed it.
makes my day as much as hearing what's inside your mind. So please use hashtag PC Gaming Show on whatever your platform of preference may be, and you just might have your comment show up live on the show. Now for our next title, we have to look at classic remasters. Capcom has been updating the original Resident Evil games, and in the same vein, 2K is now updating Mafia. The original Mafia trilogy is getting
they were gonna
a
announce,
full
like,
definitive edition
Resident
remaster,
Evil 4
with the
remastered or
original
some shit.
game, the
Or show it.
2002 Mafia, getting a full ground-up remake with 4K
Dude, this
support.
remake's gonna be awesome.
We got a brand
From what
new
we've seen,
trailer
this is
for
gonna
you.
be so
let's
good.
take a look at Lost Heaven 2 decades later.
Tommy.
Jesus.
Not actual gameplay.
Yeah, what does that mean though?
3 years.
Are these cutscenes?
They handed you a
Cutscenes,
Morello
yeah.
case. Right out of the gate. That's what the
Yeah, these
paper says.
cutscenes are in the original game.
And what's it to you? Case must be
This
getting pretty
scene, I
cold by
mean.
now.
Or you got something might warm it up?
Yeah, I might have something.
Oh god, the cars.
It looks so good.
It really does. I hope we see some gameplay.
What do they call you, son? Thomas. Thomas Angelo, sir.
Oh.
Was Mafia 1 better than Mafia 2?
Mafia 1 had an amazing story, but god-awful gameplay. God-awful gameplay.
The story of Mafia 1 is
Man, DevBot, after a beautiful trailer like that, I gotta know, do you have any contacts in the Mafia?
Sean, I have left that life behind me. I'm programmed not to form relationships with organized crime. However, I can call one of the developers of Mafia Definitive Edition.
Well, fantastic. Let's ring him up, DevBot. Joining me to talk about Mafia is the president and CCO of Hangar 13. It is Hayden Blackman. Hayden, thanks so much for joining us.
I remember
today.
this guy from E3.
So for people who haven't played the original Mafia, which is a 2002 release, talk to us about this game.
Mafia, the Definitive Edition, is a complete ground-up remake of Mafia from 2002, which is a seminal game that really launched the Mafia franchise. And in Mafia, you take on the role of Tommy Angelo, who is a cab driver that falls in with the mob during the 1930s, actually during the height of Prohibition, in a city called Lost Heaven, which is loosely based on Chicago. And as a member
better
of
fix the racing
Salieri
level.
crime
That was
family,
rage-inducing.
He really gets embroiled in a war with the Morello crime family.
I don't want to talk about it, Dan.
Yeah, Co had some PTSD when he first saw the car.
I
don't want to talk about it. What racing
I
level?
feel like in the last 10 years, we've seen HD editions, remasters that are more graphical updates. But my understanding is that this is far more than just a new coat of paint on a game from 2002. Talk to me about what a remake means.
Everything was rebuilt. So every asset, every cinematic was reshot, and all the gameplay was completely redone. Now, we've kept all the same big beats from the original game. The story is the same for the most part. All the big plot points are there.
Oh, I just saw
all
it.
the missions are there and represented. But again, everything was completely rebuilt from the ground up, in order to kind of meet the expectations of today's gamers and take advantage of today's technology.
The location in pretty much every open world game is a central character. In 2002, we have seen a ton of gameplay changes between then and now, 2020. Can you talk a little bit about some of the ways you've updated the open world setting and maybe some of the new mechanics that players can expect?
So we do that a number of different ways. You know, one, we looked at how populated can we make it, and we took some of the kind of world interactions and some of the things that we did with, crowds and non-player characters and other kind of city life from Mafia 3 and put them into Mafia, the Definitive Edition. But we also looked at, are there ways for us to kind of redesign the city so it's more fun to drive around? Do we need to widen the streets? Do we need to make sure that there's not as many, 90-degree turns so that you can kind of coast around corners? And as we capture the feel of the vehicles, are there things that we want to do to make sure that the roads have, grip or they're slick in the rain? And so that, I think, brought a lot of life to it as well, because most of the way that you engage with the city is through driving.
I mean, speaking of rebuilding things from the ground up, I gotta ask you about the cinematics. I mean, they looked gorgeous in the trailer. Yeah. And I mean, what was the process of rebuilding all of those cinematics?
For us, it was really, how do we recreate these, again, taking advantage of some of the cutting edge stuff that we've been doing at Hangar 13. So, we have, really great facial scanning and likeness capture technology, a state-of-the-art mocap facility. So we really wanted to take advantage of that for, the Definitive Edition. So we did go in and we rewrote all the cinematics, again, to add some of that language and add some of that character development and maybe some of that clarity that we were going for without losing the essence of each moment.
Well, now it's time for my favorite question.
Yeah.
When can we play Mafia Definitive Edition, and where can people go right now to learn more?
Sure. So we are looking at an August 28th launch date, and we still, have a ways
August
to go.
28th?
And we're working on that kind of final
I think
polish
that's
push
what
right
I said,
now.
yeah.
But I'm really confident, really bullish in that date right now. If you want more information, you can go to mafiagame.com.
After seeing the trailer, I personally am hyped, Hayden. Thank you so much for joining us at this year's PC Gaming Show. Once again, Mafia Game.
That is the day Wasteland 3 comes out.
For our next title, it's time to head on over.
I hate when they do that.
Sean, next up,
Gotta
it's
try to
one
get
of those
one early.
games that looks
Is
so
what
pretty,
that
we
means.
just had to show it to you. Ever wondered what Slay the Spire might be like with Tim Burton at the helm? Well, Road Lords could
Wait,
be
what?
the answer. It's been
Tim
jointly
Burton?
Talk about a
developed by
direct
Cyanide and
comparison.
Leica Studio, and sees you building a team from storybook psychos like Dracula, Bloody Mary, and Baron Samedi. Makes all the more sense when you realise you're being employed by the devil himself, a job that has my name written all over it. The game is out this October, and we've got a brand new gameplay trailer.
Hi everyone, and welcome to this exclusive gameplay reveal of our new title, Rogue Lords. Development is moving forward, and we are very excited to share some in-game elements and combat mechanics for the very first time.
Oh man, their overlay is
Rogue
hiding
Lords
the
is
cards.
a rogue-like game where you play as the devil. You have to build your team with legends of evil and lead them in runs through multiple events and fights. After a terrible defeat years ago, you're finally coming back with your most faithful disciples to wreak havoc and terror in a world unbalanced after your long absence. The combat is turn-based and strategic. You will need to build your set of skills through your run to be prepared for any threat, analyze your enemy's next attacks, and create combos to secure victory. Every skill costs action.
Do I really sound like this?
Think how to make the best of them each turn.
Wait, what do you mean?
When
People
one
are
of
saying
your
that sounds like
disciples
you?
becomes vulnerable, your own health
Yeah.
bar is exposed, which is persistent during the entire run.
No, that doesn't sound like you at all.
Your health is reduced to 0. Your run is finished.
Your run is finished.
In Rogue Lords, you are the devil, so you don't have to play by the same rules.
His voice is a little
mortals.
deeper.
When the situation becomes tricky,
Yeah.
you can use souls to play with the interface and change an enemy health bar, for example. This is an expensive trick to use, but very powerful and useful in the most difficult fights. Thank you for watching the video. Stay tuned for more info coming soon.
I don't really see it or hear it, I guess.
Yeah.
If you're a big fan of roguelikes, you know they're known for two things: procedurally generated worlds and permadeath. Our next game, Unexplored 2, puts an interesting twist on these ideas. What if your character's demise changed the game world itself, altering it for all of your future playthroughs? From developer Ludomotion and
Someone
publisher
said
Big
Ko
Sugar,
sounds more like
this
Frankie.
is Unexplored 2,
yes, I think
The
you're right.
Pharaoh's Legacy.
Ko does sound like a female
I agree with that one completely. I think that really worked.
from London.
Will
You what, mate?
When tasked to take your place in
Is
a
that the
long
darkest
line
dungeon?
of heroes,
Guy?
will you waver? When challenged to forge your legacy out of strife, hardship, and magic, will you be victorious?
It sounds like someone trying to do.
This is our world.
Yeah, I don't think it's him, but
It is yours.
his cadence is similar.
Yeah.
From beyond the gate into the First Valley, there is no return. Will you be ready?
The latest update for Dauntless is the most ambitious chapter yet for this online free-to-play
Dauntless.
RPG.
Oh man, I haven't heard about this
in
game
Call of the Void, players
a year.
unravel a mystery surrounding
Aren't they
ancient
doing, like,
civilization,
extremely well?
culminating in a showdown
Or
with a
they
new
were at one point?
otherworldly behemoth.
I wouldn't doubt it.
And as a nice little bonus, if you go to playdauntless.com right now and use the code PCGamingShow2020, you can get some free in-game rewards. Nice. Let's take a closer look at this update that's available now in Dauntless. This is Call of the Void.
Yeah, I think they have like a giant player base.
This is the kind of game that I feel is going to be like Warframe or PoE, where it kind of started not so great, in my opinion.
Yeah.
But like, given a few years, like in 5 or 6 years, this could be like one of the go-to games of this type.
Yeah.
Once it gets a lot of like interesting development under its belt.
I know they have a pretty
These
cool...
levels alone look a lot more interesting.
Oh, yeah. I know they have a pretty cool battle pass system in place now.
And they are sticking to this color scheme, aren't they?
Huh. It's kind of unfortunate that this launched right when Monster Hunter World did, because everyone was just like,
There's
oh,
still more
play
games to
Monster
come
Hunter
on
World.
the PC Gaming Show. Here's what's around the corner. Take a closer look at Blightbound. the new action RPG from Devolver. A special
Whoa.
collection of exciting independent games coming to PC. Back to you, Frankie.
There aren't many games about being in nature, which is why Among Trees caught my eye. In this first-person survival sandbox, you get to explore a colourful, breathing world that's full to the brim with life. Just don't go wandering around like Snow White. Wild, deadly beasts share this painted world with you, and you'll want to move carefully to avoid their bitey bits. Produced by a 3-person team out of Sweden, this project demonstrates the creative power of independent creators on PC.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, what do you call this art style? Because it's like the Aurora Borealis, the game. Is this cell shaded?
Oh wow, that is gorgeous.
I guess it is, yeah. I think Aaron would like this game. As long as there's no like giant monsters. There's fishing. And there's a fucking bear.
If you like fishing.
Hey, speaking of the Aurora Borealis.
Oh, it's on Epic right now.
Yeah. Message that to
Now, if you're like me, you've drunk your fair share of potions in video games over the years. But you've probably never stopped to consider the business side of these magical elixirs. In Potionomics, you're a witch who must save her potion shop from the clutches of greedy loan sharks, bartering and haggling with a slew of demanding customers. Let's take a closer look at this unique fantasy concept.
What? A potion seller?
I like shop games. Hopefully this is good and not just like a novel game.
Oh, it's an X-Seed game.
I gotta admit, I'm not big into shop games, but I really like that, the way they did the camera on that. That's really cool.
Getting some Recettear vibes from this.
I would love a card to just lower stress
Whoa!
by 1.
I know, right? Or a card that just lets me meditate?
Yeah, let me just meditate for free right now. Potionomics. Okay. I had to wait till they spelled it out for me.
We spend a lot of time in video games fixated on finding the best, the most powerful gear. But in our next game, Mortal Shell,
Oh,
things
here
are a
we
little
go.
Different.
So they showed
You're
this at the
scouring a dungeon
IGN
looking
thing,
for a +1
but we
sword.
haven't watched the trailer
You're
yet.
exploring a shattered world for the remains of defeated warriors that you then possess like
I think
a
it looked
ghost.
pretty good.
These are the Mortal Shells, and they're much more than mere pieces of armor and stats. Each one has a complicated backstory, a playstyle, and an identity that might give you mixed feelings about the body you're occupying. Coming later this year exclusively to the Epic Games Store on PC, let's take a look at this gorgeous and brutal action game, Mortal Shell.
I foresaw this. Scratch sigils on the
Inspector Gadget guy.
Counted the days until you'd gone. 1,000,000 eyes peering across time and space, yearning for a glimpse of the unknown. PC Gaming Show. You seem different.
The consecrated fires revealed cinders and shadows. But beneath it all, no monsters, no gods, only oblivion.
Oh man, I can't wait to play this game.
This looks really cool.
I just have such a hard time with Souls-likes. Because they never feel quite like Dark Souls to me.
Yeah. They make you realize how good of a developer From Software is.
Yeah.
When you play a lot of these.
True.
It does look very pretty, though. I have to say that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, can't wait. Can't wait.
Ooh, beta in July.
Nice.
But wait, there's more. We've gotten the chance to see some of the core gameplay of Mortal Shell, but now it's time to talk about bosses. Bosses are a classic staple of this type of RPG. And in our second piece of Mortal Shell footage, we'll see a boss that isn't just a one-and-done threat. Instead, it's a constant adversary throughout the campaign. The Hattern is a mysterious figure who stalks the player throughout Mortal Shell. As you grow in skill and master your weapons, so will he. The clip we're about to watch shows the player's very first duel with the elusive adversary. Let's take a look.
Oh, no, this is the one-hit skin. So if he gets hit a single time, I think he dies.
What?
Oh, wow.
He's in a shell. What is
I don't know what's
happening. I don't even understand what I'm watching.
Yeah, why is he freezing?
Is it
some sort of hardened power or something?
Maybe that's like a counter thing where if you hit him when he's frozen. Oh, yeah, see?
I'm kind of loving how slow and tactical it looks.
Yeah, I love combat like that.
The animations do look pretty good.
Yeah, it looks like.
Oh yeah,
Harden's
you're
like a
right.
fairy.
We hit him like. Yep.
Whoa, that was a little long.
Ooh. Atmosphere is also really nice in that.
Huh.
What the hell?
Typically on the PC Gaming Show, we don't spend too much time talking about the Nintendo 64.
Yeah, I felt like there were
The beauty
sounds
of
missing
PC
there.
gaming is that
Yeah.
one way or
Yeah.
another, almost all games find their way to us and are often better off for it. After giving Blade Runner and Turok the Remaster treatment, Night Dive Studios is now modernizing Shadow Man, a 1999 cult classic.
Wait, did they just say
They're
Night
adding
Dive
in support
Studios?
for 4K and widescreen.
Isn't that who's
plus
doing System Shock?
A whole suite of cut content from
I
this
don't know.
dark action classic. Let's take a closer look.
Zeke, you doing okay over there?
Hey,
You've
Zeke's back. What's up, Zeke?
been getting rained on for a while, man.
Man, you can't trust that Colorado weather, dude.
Tough.
Welcome back, buddy.
I'm hot and rainy at the same time, I guess. So, TLDR, what I missed?
Oh, a lot of things.
There's been a lot of stuff. Nothing like
Very
super
rapid
crazy.
fire.
Is there like 30 minutes left?
I don't know, maybe.
Okay.
We've been going hour and 40.
I don't know this game at all. Is this the new game or the old game?
I think this is the remaster of Shadowland. I do faintly remember this game, and it was, I think, bad. my 10-year-old brain, I think this game was bad. Or at least it wasn't the Marios. so I was like, nah, I'm not into it.
Hard to beat Mario.
Yeah. Elu says this game was amazing. I trust Elu.
Oh, okay. Yeah, Crit C, dude, this showcase lasted by. I can't believe it's already been an hour and a half. Now that we've actually watched an hour and a half of it, I can say this show's been great.
Yeah,
this has been a really good one. Pacing's been good. Hosts were fun. Like lots of games they showed. It was good. Really good.
I'm still wondering what Blizzard's going to show because I think they said they were going to be here in some capacity. So we might get like a Diablo. Maybe that Diablo 2 rumor will finally get confirmed.
Yeah. Diablo 2 Reforged.
Yeah.
There we go. Oh, hey, JP, I'm getting some questions about this. Did you guys decide if you're going to do the Future Gaming Show?
I am on a first-name basis with our next guest, as he has been here at the PC Gaming Show
look at
6
what time is that supposed to
years
start?
running. From Tripwire
5 p.m.
Interactive, the president himself,
for-
it's John Gibson. Thanks so much for joining us, John.
I'll probably watch it.
My
I don't know if
I'm
Zeke
so
or Dan will
excited
be
to
here.
be
They're
back with you again
welcome
to
to
talk
it, but if they
about
want to
so
depart,
much cool
by all
stuff
means.
happening at Tripwire.
Yeah, you guys have been doing a lot of stuff, and I just want to kick off by asking.
I'm going to be gone for it,
talk
but
about
I'll
Killing
post
Floor 2.
you
So
in
Killing
that
Floor
case if
2
you're going
just
to watch it.
released the
Yeah, I'll pop
Perilous
in. And,
Thunder Summer Update. It's got 4 new weapons: Blunderbuss, Glock 18, Kaboom Stick, Tesla Launcher, new official map.
I would watch, but I got
Desolation,
leveling to get on my rogue
Space
tonight.
Pirate themed outfits. We're running a seasonal event with rewards until July 7th. And right now, it's free on Steam for a week, so you can go play it.
I also have to ask about the follow-up to a game that was announced at the PC Gaming Show, Chivalry 2. Talk to me about Chivalry 2.
So we're working with Torn Banner Studios. We're publishing, Torn Banner's developing, and Chivalry 2 is coming along great. It's so fun, and we're excited to announce some big news, cross-play between the PC and the consoles. So you can
that's
hack
cool.
and slash your console friends.
Oh, more games start doing that.
And last, a game that has been so popular on Twitch. Talk to me about Maneater.
Yeah, so we were so excited to get Maneater out the door. You know, we've shown it to you guys originally in 2018. We had all that fun with Frankie in the shark suit, which I'm kind of missing. The game is doing great. People are loving it. So much fan
Did you
love,
play that, Dan?
so many fan videos.
Yeah,
we're
it's
just
pretty
really
fun.
happy to have it out there and people
It's
eating
like a
lots
game
of
you play a
humans.
couple hours here, a couple hours there,
It's
kind of a
funny
game.
game too. You know, you've talked a little bit about what games, what has been announced from Tripwire Interactive. What's coming up next for Tripwire?
So I wish we could come forward and announce an all-new game, and that would be great, but I can give you a few hints. So Chivalry 2, you know, is in process. It's going to be coming out in the not too distant future, hopefully. Maneater, we're taking the community feedback and we're looking at things that we can add to the game. So you haven't seen the last of Maneater. And Killing Floor 2, you know, the game came out in 2015. So we're really thinking about what's next for the Killing Floor franchise. So stay tuned.
Well, if history is any indicator, John, I'm sure I'll see you at next year's PC Gaming Show with those very updates. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you very much, Sean.
Now, at this year's PC Gaming Show, we've already taken a look at some Epic Game Store exclusives. Mortal Shell in particular looks very promising. But for a sense of what else there is, let's take a look at this.
Uh-oh. Chad, I want everyone to remove your hands from your keyboard for the next video.
Overwhelming love and support coming into chat right now.
Yeah, just a lot of hearts and positivity. Saw a bunch of indie stuff, Zeke.
Yeah, I figured there's going to be... The PC Gaming Show is always the place where they show off all the you know, my favorite shit.
Yeah,
New indie IPs and all that stuff.
Yep. Huh. Oh, Phantom Brigade. I remember that game. That was one that looked really cool, was that Airborne Kingdom.
Are these games we've already seen?
Oh, Iron Harvest.
Somewhat. Some of them we have, some of them we haven't. Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Have we even seen gameplay from that game yet?
No, we have not. Maybe the I don't know. Isn't Ubisoft doing a conference? Didn't they say that they were?
Are they?
Not recent, but not soon, but I think they are doing one. I don't know what time it's in July. Okay. July 12th. So there's the Xbox event in July, and then there's the Ubisoft event on July 12th.
Blightbound is a 3-player dungeon crawler where you and your friends explore unique dungeons, fighting a terrifying cadre of mystical and monstrous enemies, grab valuable loot, and recover fallen heroes to expand your roster of available warriors. Blightbound will battle its way onto Steam Early Access later this year as an ever-expanding game with new maps, new heroes to add to your roster, and new loot to retrieve.
Oh, Zeke, and then Persona 4 Golden, which I'm sure you saw, is on Steam now. You can buy it right now. It's available to play.
Oh.
But not Persona 3.
So it's like Castle Crashers.
Persona 4 is available on Steam now?
Yep, but Persona 3 is not yet.
It's available right now?
Yeah, you can buy it and play it. $20.
Abominations of the Blight, a mysterious and corrupting fog that enshrouds the land.
Persona 4 Golden, yeah, to be
Each
precise.
player will choose a hero
Son
from one
of
of
a
3 classes.
Yeah.
Warrior.
Right? And look how
I
sad
mean,
it
it's
looks.
pretty funny. Is there a graphic update?
Yes, it looks like, look at it. Look at the video.
It looks the same.
Really?
Monstrous enemies and
Yeah.
colossal bosses.
The actual character models.
Each class of hero fulfills a specific role.
Also, a
on the
giant
team
teddy
to
showed up behind
overcome mounting
Sean.
odds.
And I got angry
Oh,
for
really?
you. Yeah,
And
I got angry for you,
sacrifice
so
their
we're good.
ultimate abilities to unleash massive damage.
That might be
Battle
fun.
through 3 distinct lands, each with several dungeons to conquer, including the eerie Gravemine, the oppressive Underhold, and the precarious Blood Ridge. Steel your nerves and prepare once again to enter the Blight Warrior. We are Blightbound.
Reminds me of the Dungeons and Dragons
viewers at home still thinking
Chronicles
about
of
that
Mystaria
computer?
game.
I know I am. Swoon. Oh, sorry. And now more from the PC Gaming Show.
One thing we cherish about PC gaming is its openness. The PC is a platform where anyone can build stuff, tinker, and express themselves, and that spirit invites creators, streamers, developers, stores, and all kinds of different voices to contribute to PC gaming's vibrancy. We've already featured a lot of exciting independent games here today, but in rapid-fire succession, here are 8 more indie projects that we're excited about.
Rapid fire indie, here we go.
Shadows of Doubt is a detective stealth game set in a fully simulated sci-fi noir city.
Ooh.
Oh, I like that they don't have a
we've seen
publisher
it.
yet. They're just like, unless the publisher is TBA, like that's the name of the publisher.
Yeah.
Is this the one we saw where it started in a...
Who wants to publish this?
Go ahead, sorry.
Oh, this is so cool looking.
Is this the one we saw where it started in like a room for the preview
No.
we saw, and he was just walking around? Oh, that was different.
That was different, yeah.
Oh.
In the Forgotten City, you fall into an ancient Roman utopia only to find it full of people, mysteries, and difficult moral choices. Explore an open world locked in time.
Each day I grow more and more afraid that our time.
That's the game 12 minutes. Oh, thank you,
Yeah.
Dark Hollow.
Yeah. That's right.
Somebody is about to end our lives. Your job is to figure
Wait,
out
this was the Skyrim mod?
and stop them.
And they made it into a full game?
Oh yeah, I played this mod.
Already know.
The story's really good.
Huh.
Even in Skyrim, it was very good.
Find your own truth in Paradise Killer, a first-person
That's cool
open-world
that it
murder
turned into
mystery.
a full-time game.
Play as investigation freak Lady Love Dies as they explore the world, uncover the facts, and breathe life back into paradise.
There's been a murder. Last night, Paradise was killed. I'm investigation freak Lady Love Dies.
Investigation freak?
Wow.
It's
I
my
don't-
job to scour the streets of Paradise.
My kink is investigation.
Any
Is there anything like a mind freak?
breathing life back into Paradise won't be easy.
Yes, it's
When love
It's actually
dies, all
she's
that
related to
remains
Chris
are the
Angel.
facts. Paradise Killer.
Oh my god, dude.
Haven is an RPG about the journey of two lovers.
Oh
escaping
yeah,
a
we saw
lost
this in
planet
the
to
other
stay
one.
together.
Yeah. Wow, this footage actually looks better than what we saw in that Gorilla stream.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Oh, it's voice acted.
Good thing we don't have to scrub.
At worst.
Oh wow, that
It is.
you're
Yeah.
right, dude. And they definitely did not have the voice acting in the one in Gorilla.
Yeah.
That makes me want to play it even more now.
Why would they do that?
Right?
Huh.
Huh, that could be cool.
It's gonna be on Game Pass.
Cartel Tycoon is a narrative-driven drug empire simulator where you rule as a succession of fictional drug lords in a world where death and violence are
The URL is still wrong, by the way, in that trailer. We just saw. Oh God. Jesus Christ. Dirty money and legal money. Good Lord.
Cartel Tycoon.
Trash Sailors is a survival
Tropico
adventure
with
game
drugs.
set in a
Yeah.
dangerous, ruined world full of junk where you and friends
Okay,
must
I've
survive
seen this
the
game.
Great Flood.
This looks almost exactly like Raft with like different arts and slightly different gameplay.
Oh, really?
It's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah. A little. Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Oh yeah.
There's much more going on in this game, though. It looks like. Like Raft was kind
This
of
looks
open.
like Raft plus Don't Starve.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Looks cool though. Don't get me wrong. That's a good thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chris Tales is an indie love letter to classic RPGs that lets you experience past, present, and future simultaneously.
Don't Raft. There you go. Exactly.
Whoa.
Raft together.
What?
Anime?
This looks like the. What is happening? Is this?
I don't know. It's confusing.
It's kind of like Powder Puff Girls or whatever that show used to be called. Is that a JRPG? What is that?
Christ Tales? Chris Tales?
Christ Tales.
Christ Tales.
Christ Tales.
Created in collaboration with RPG veteran Chris Avalone, Alaloth offers fast-paced action.
Oh, I'm
with
sorry.
a
This
deep
is still
narrative,
water. Could you change it
bringing
back, please?
ARPG dynamics to a new
So
level.
I heard
with
about this
skill-based
project and heard that
gameplay
Chris Avalon was
inspired
on
by
it.
great
And I spent
classics
like a
and
good amount of
modern
time watching
masterpieces.
trailers and stuff on it.
This game right here?
At least I think, yeah. And honestly, I couldn't get sold on it.
Those models look like they don't belong in that world.
Yeah.
Looks like they're green screened onto the environment.
Mm-hmm. CGI.
Like I looked at the skill progressions and they looked super basic, and it just
Weird West is a curious project from the co-creators of two of our favorite games, Dishonored and Prey. Despite its top-down perspective, Weird West carries forth much of the same spirit of those first-person games laid out in a dark reimagining of the Wild West, filled with fantastical creatures. From Wolfeye Studios and Devolver, let's take a look at Weird West.
Oh, I guess this is devs that left those studios? Or left that other studio?
Whoops.
The West. The land of
Well, I was off.
a place where you can be a hero,
You saw the Game Awards? Oh, okay.
anything in between.
By the way, completely unrelated, are any of you going to check out Desperados 3?
Wild West as you know it.
The game?
I'm not, but I get asked about it every day 5 times.
That game reviewed almost as well as Last of Us 2. And like the review embargo came up the same day as Last of Us. So no one knows it exists.
To the Weird West.
Well, I'll have to check it out if it's got that good of reviews.
At least it did when I looked at them on Friday. I don't know if that's changed.
You know, I need something to play between Last of Us 2 and Ghost of Tsushima.
Okay, chat's now saying it reviewed at 85. Last of Us has a 96. So a little bit of difference there, but
That's still good.
Yeah,
still good.
Although then with chat, anything less than a 9 is trash.
It's true. Yeah, that game's actually bad.
It could be the
That's what I'm
best
hearing
thing
now.
that ever happened to you. If you can survive, that is.
Cool, you can fit Xenoblade in.
Joining me to talk about Weird
It's a good
West is the
90-hour
president
game.
and creative director at Wolf-Eye Studios.
That one's on
It's
the
Raph
list.
Yeah.
Colantonio. How's it going, Raph?
Hi, I'm great. How are you?
Right now, I'm looking at
I am awesome
Outward Wrath,
and eager to
and then a
talk
game
about
called
this
Green
game.
Hell.
And I want to start with something
Oh,
very
yeah, yeah, yeah.
straightforward. What is Weird West?
Aaron actually really likes
Weird
that game.
West is
If it's the same
an
one I'm
action
thinking.
RPG.
I
that is
remember
set
playing
in
Then
an
if I have time,
environment that is
Yakuza
called
5.
Weird West, and it's very much of the kind of games that I've been working on in the past, except that the perspective is more like a isometric, top-down kind of view.
Yeah, I mean, we've referenced Prey and Dishonored, and we normally think of the immersive sim as first-person games like that. What happens when you try to translate that to that top-down isometric perspective?
There's not much different in the spirit. You will really
Has Day 9
find yourself
explained
at
the
home.
earpods?
It's just that it's a different perspective.
No,
So instead of
those
seeing
are
through the eyes of the player,
like
the
the
character,
best.
you have a chance to run a party. Of people.
It's become
So
the
you have
norm now
followers, and
for
you have more
productions to
kind of
use
like a
AirPods
strategy
because there's no wires.
kind of
And
view.
it looks clean. Yeah.
But the exploration,
AirPods,
and
not
everything
earpods.
is, you know,
Yeah,
still
yeah.
the same kind of spirit, but with
You
a
don't have to wear a
different
head
perspective.
like bulky
And
headphones.
in particular for
and all
people
shit.
that maybe haven't played immersive sims, I know that the whole notion of creative problem solving is a big aspect. Multiple ways
wears
to
them
get past the
forward,
same
though.
obstacle. Can you give some examples
He
of
needs
that
to,
in
like,
Weird West?
Angle them down.
We like games where we set up an environment for you, a context, there's a world, there are characters, there are objects, and all of those objects have got consistent rules. And then there's an objective, which is, for example, go inside this house and frame a character by putting a letter that he did not actually truly write, but you put it there so that the sheriff can find it, right? You could do it in a very stealthy way, which would be what you would imagine people would do. So probably use a power and put people to sleep and then get inside.
You've talked about the different things that you can do as a player in the game, but who are you? What can the player do to shape who the character is over the course of the game?
Right, so this is a very good question and also a very dangerous one for me.
It's the riskiest question yet, man.
To make it simple, you are going to play 5 different characters. Once the main quest is over with the first character, you go to the next one. Now, the first one is still in the world, so you can go back and recruit him or her in your party.
What does death mean for you and for your companions in Weird West?
It's a risk that we're taking. We're gonna have different modes. There's the super hard mode where you die and you're dead.
Is the game sort of designed to be like playing in one forward timeline? If someone dies, you're not supposed to reload. You're just supposed to continue to play within the same world?
Yeah, you continue to play with the same world.
He's
now
dead
the
dead,
sad thing
as we
is
like
that
to say in the biz.
that doesn't apply to your followers. Yeah, the characters that are with you, but maybe they'll come back at you someday under the form of an undead, or you don't know what's gonna happen.
Why don't they just
You can
shift
revive
other
your
timelines?
followers
I'm
if you're there and if you have the right tools with you. But if you don't and they die, that's it. You know, your followers are now in a little graveyard somewhere.
You make it sound cute. A precious little graveyard. Well, they will maybe come back as the undead.
Yeah.
Now, Raph, when can people get their hands on Weird West?
So the game ships in 2021, but some of you are gonna have a chance to play a demo actually pretty soon in the incoming months. You can follow Wolf-Eye Studios on Twitter and as well as Devolver Digital on Twitter as well for more information about that.
Well, wonderful, Raph. Thank you so much for coming out. Once again, that is Devolver Digital, Wolf-Eye Studios on Twitter for that upcoming demo. For our next game, believe it or not, yet again, we're gonna go to Frankie.
Sean, I don't know about you, but there are times I wish for a simpler life. A life spent as a farmer in a humble JRPG village, where all I have to worry about is which vegetables to plant, what to name my chickens, and which of the dozen townsfolk I should propose marriage to. Our next game is a return to that simpler life. From XC Games, this is Story of Seasons, Friends of Midnight.
Stardew Valley JRPG?
I think so.
Did I hear that right?
Yeah. The original farming sim. I thought that was Harvest Moon.
Wait a minute. What was the Facebook game that like your mom and your grandma used to play? What was that?
Farmville?
Farmville.
Farmville. There you go.
Oh, this is Harvest Moon. Oh.
The original developers of Harvest Moon left the publisher and they lost the rights to the IP, so they're now making Story of Seasons. Harvest Moon was made by some other people that had nothing to do with the original games.
Gotcha. Dan with the clutch info.
Wait. Is Stardew Valley a pixel ripoff of the original Harvest Moon?
In some ways, yeah. Kinda.
They were heavily inspired, but they added way more than Harvest Moon had.
Marvelous.
I'm so happy that you've
There's
been
nothing wrong with
sending
that,
your
for the record.
reactions, your memes,
It's just
takes of various temperatures throughout the show.
refunded
To
my
the
Harvest
wonderful
Moon or my
magic of motion
Starbound.
graphics. You can even read them before your very eyes right now.
Stardew Valley?
I'm delighted by
Stardew. What did I
so
say?
many of them.
Starbound? There's too many fucking
Furious
Star
at a few,
games.
but I'm confused
I
by
refunded
none
all the
because
Star
you're just
Wars
making a lot of
too.
sense today.
Get it out of here.
We're in the home stretch of the show, so please continue to let us know which PC games you're excited about by using hashtag PC Gaming Show. Now, when it comes to genres, there are few as ambitious on PC as the MMO. It requires a vast amount of resources to create a rich, living, breathing world to entertain hundreds of thousands of players for years. And I know this because I watched
I
season
have
1 of
such
Mythic
high
Quest.
hopes for this MMO. You know why?
Due on
It's
closed
actually
beta
gonna get
on July
done.
23rd, Amazon Games' new world aims to deliver that vast open world with pitched battles of 100 players. I'm excited to announce today that if you pre-order New World right now, you can get into that July 23rd beta a full month before the full release on August 25th. This is New World.
Oh, wow. Okay.
If you get in early, you get in on July 20th. Oh, okay.
World
I had to think about what he
a month
said.
early.
I want nothing more than for this to be good. I've been craving playing an MMO with my community for like literally, what, 4 years since Arcade?
I just... MMOs are just so fucking bad when it comes to trailers. Like... At least gameplay trailers, I should say.
Arvax says, but Ko, you're literally playing EverQuest. Yeah, I'm playing a 21-year-old MMO right now to get my fix.
Yeah.
I have to tell you something.
That's a big horn. This must be the PvP. This looks
But
kinda,
does this MMO have fishing though?
You never know. This looks kind of Guild Warsy.
Real question.
God damn it. But what menial task can I do for a little bit of gain for hours at a time? That's what I want.
Here on the PC Gaming Show, we're
pretty
big
good.
fans of Life is Strange.
It's hard to show an
Award-winning
MMO in
series from
gameplay trailer,
developer
man.
Donut.
Like, it's not...
Having undergone some big
All that
changes
stuff we
since
just
its
saw is
first
what it would
reveal
look
in
like if you were
2018,
watching someone play an
Twin Mirror,
MMO.
the studio's
Not
next
playing
game,
the MMO.
is a psychological thriller that follows investigative journalist Sam, who returns to his hometown in West Virginia. Available to wishlist now on the Epic Games Store. Let's watch.
Oh, it's Don't Not.
Aren't these the guys that made
Life is Strange, yeah.
Yeah.
Get ready for some
Man, you guys
emo
are
depression.
So much better at remembering that shit than I am. It's maybe because I play too many.
You play a lot of indie
titles.
stuff.
Peaceful tops that list.
I recognize the names, but I never know who made what games they made.
You're the one in the driver's seat, Sam. I can't make you do anything. Coming back to Basswood was your idea. Just try and make sure you don't do anything stupid.
I know you think that the only thing waiting for you down there is hurt. You might be right.
The fuck?
The good news, though, at least you don't have to do it alone.
Troy?
Yeah, that sounds kind of Troy.
You may have seen Metal Hellsinger announced earlier this week, and today we get the opportunity to take a closer look at this unique game that the studio bills as a rhythm FPS. Published by Funcom, you have to battle through 8 hells, blasting demons to a heavy metal soundtrack. And to talk about one of the most epic encounters in the game is the creative director at The Outsiders, David Goldfarb. Take it away, David.
K9, you're my hero. I love you so much.
And let me say, it's a pleasure to be here.
This guy did an IGN
I think
interview,
right
and
now
it
everybody
was
needs some games to
pretty
give
funny.
us a
So
break from the reality that we
I'm
currently
interested
have.
in this.
So that's why we're here now. So what you're about to see here is an exclusive peek of some pre-alpha gameplay of our upcoming game, Metal Hellsinger. I hope you like it.
Huh, okay. They did the right thing.
So this is like a rhythm game, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, blending that with first-person shooters seems
That's
confusing. Yeah.
He was doing it on the beat, and I was like, "This seems like pretty poor." Oh, it's because he's trying to keep a rhythm.
So far, it's just been a shotgun. I hope.
By the way, quick heads up. Apparently, the PC Gamer Twitter tweeted that after the PC Gaming Show credits, there's one more special trailer afterwards, so we want to keep it up.
Oh, okay. Is that because they forgot to play it or something like that? I saw that in chat.
That or they just want us to watch the credits.
Okay. I know they forgot to play a trailer. That might be that one. They should have shown some more variety, because that just sounded like a shotgun going off on the same beat for the entire time. Oh yeah, they forgot the Escape from Tarkov trailer as well, didn't they?
They did announce that earlier, didn't they? Oh, it's you! Hi, Felicia Day.
In the Dungeons of Nahelbeck, the Amulet of Chaos. The Amulet of Chaos is a fun and silly tactical RPG that's coming to PC later this summer. It features a group of adventurers searching a dungeon for treasure. Each one of the characters has their own skill sets, or lack thereof, fighting styles, and inventory. Each one is kind of a failure, but together, they're too dumb to fail. The game doesn't take itself too seriously. It has lots of in-jokes for tabletop games, and for some reason it features a lot of chickens. Anyway, here is an exclusive preview of the Amulet of Chaos.
Oh.
You again? I'd expected your asses to be turned into lampshades by now. You roach! I'm pissed. Ha! Pleased to meet you, pissed. I'm Revax.
What a burn!
We'll smash your rotten brains out of your skull.
How about we try diplomacy, maybe?
No, attack!
Guards, guards! Dispatch these smelly bushwhackers. Zivat relic hizmat.
Okay.
Wow, that's a fucking action bar at the top. Holy shit.
I know, it's a lot of enemies.
Huh.
Okay.
Who says you need water to go sailing? Our next game, Red Sails, puts you on a boat in the middle of a sea of desert. In this intriguing narrative adventure, you rescue stranded people while looking for the rest of your clan. Let's take a look at Red
Yo,
Sails.
this show just topped 2 hours already.
Yeah, we're at 2:07. They said we're in the home stretch, though, 2 trailers ago. Whatever that means. What?
Yo, what is this?
Did they just dump a man off?
They take Wind Waker and just make it look.
You know, remember when Rami
worse?
said that sometimes a lot of games come from just a cool idea? I think the cool idea was, God, water's really hard to make. We should just make it sand. They just went with it. That's how this game came to be.
Okay, they were about to slam into that. I was kind of like, what's going to happen? I was looking forward to that, not gonna lie.
So, DevBot, do you have any access to some medical programs in case I, bump my foot against some of these cold, unforgiving walls?
Query received, Sean. In order to familiarize you with basic life-saving procedures, I have established contact with game developer Bossa Studios, the creators of Surgeon Simulator 2.
Oh.
Well, I wasn't really planning on doing any surgery. I feel like if I was injured, you'd be the one doing the surgery.
My analysis shows that Surgeon Simulator 2 contains all of the vital instructions for repairing fragile human bodies. 1 hour of Surgeon Simulator 2 is equivalent to 1 year of human medical school.
That's not true, but I appreciate your enthusiasm and thirst for knowledge, DevBot. And I'm certainly interested in this game. So let's take a look at Surgeon Simulator 2.
God damn, this game was so much fun to play with my dad. Holy shit, dude.
I've only seen just like, I feel like this was the original YouTube game. And I've only ever seen that. I've never played it.
It's a pretty funny stream if you do it with your community.
Yeah. Why does everyone walk like that?
It's so weird seeing the other people with their hands.
Yeah, what is that?
That's how you do it in the first game. Like you control a hand like that.
Maybe my chat can help me out. I played an island game where you control like all the parts of the hand and the elevation it is, and you have to like get off the island was the whole goal, and it's just so ridiculous because it's like co-op-ish.
I think this.
It's just hand simulator. That shit was awesome.
I think this is co-op.
Yeah, it looks like it's multiplayer.
Yeah.
And more than just surgery, you like have to navigate environments too.
That might be really fun.
Yeah, it looks like they were inspired by Overcooked for this.
Simulator 2.
Yeah, we'll do a Drop Frames episode. Dang, it said arriving
As
August.
we discuss games while repairing people.
Joining us to talk about Surgeon Simulator 2, we got Mark Pick on the line. Mark, thanks so much for joining us.
Hello, thanks for having me.
So, for anyone who has not experienced the hilarity of Surgeon Simulator 1, can you just give us the gist and tell us, what is Surgeon Simulator 2 all about?
We've kind of taken the tone and the heart of the original, which is that chaotic physics gameplay, and we've really kind of blown it out to brand new epic proportions. So in the original game, you're just one arm kind of moving around on one table. In the new game, you're actually a fully limbed surgeon moving around for the first time in the series on 2 feet. In the original game as well, yeah, right. What an innovative feature in 2020. In the original game as well, you were limited to just surgery, whereas in Surgeon Simulator 2, there's a whole plethora of brand new mechanics, challenges, and gameplay elements to explore. You're not just looking over one patient's chest cavity anymore, but you're actually exploring a fully fledged medical facility.
Can you maybe tease a little bit of some of the other, perhaps, medical operations that I get to perform in Surgeon Simulator 2?
Yeah, so there is 12 operations in the game, and you will have seen a few of those in the trailer just now. Think of that facility as like a little
the Tarkov
bit like the
guys
original
said
Surgeon
5
Simulator,
minutes, 3 minutes ago
with
for Tarkov
a bit of kind of the mad scientist lab thrown in there, through this kind of lens of like a Willy Wonka's Chocolate Factory vibe. Like you're never really sure what's going to be around the next corner and what new twist or what dark machinery you're going to come across next. So players are going to come across everything from like surgical vending machines, over-engineered operating theatres, automatic patient dispensers, my personal favourite, which is actually an improvised cannon, where you can actually fire limbs or organs and things across to your fellow surgeons on the other side of the room to keep operating on Bob.
That might
now,
be
Mark,
really
I
fun.
understand that there is a creation tool in Surgeon Simulator 2. What does that entail?
Yeah, that's right. So in keeping with the variety and the surprise that we talked about before, in Surgeon Simulator 2, we're proud to announce that we are bringing the Bossa Labs creation mode to the game. Now, in creation mode, you as a solo player or in a group of up to 4 players can get stuck into the very same tools that we as designers and developers use to build our very own story mode. It's an easy to use, intuitive, friendly set of tools where it's as much fun to create as it is to play.
So I want to ask, what are some of the examples of the types of levels, the types of creations that people have made?
That's a great question. So we've been live for the last few months already. The wealth and the variety of content made by players so far has been really, really incredible to see. So there's been everything in there from traditional takes on surgery, like the end of the original game. We've also got ghost ships.
Apparently they're
going
to
to
stream Surgeon Simulator 2 right after
on the
this.
Surgeon Olympics, where people are bouncing around Bob's head and using
whatever
that as a
channel
ball.
that was.
And then we've got my personal favourite, which is the kind of the take on the bottle flip challenge. So I don't know if you're familiar with that, but where you can kind of flip a bottle with the hand and kind of, it's not the easiest thing to do with the Surgeon Simulator hand. And you just kind of step back and see the physics chaos play out, and it's a lot of fun. It's very satisfying to see play out.
Mark, I had a blast playing Surgeon Simulator 1. When can people play Surgeon Simulator 2, and how do they get access to this creation workshop you've mentioned?
Surgeon Simulator 2 is coming to the Epic Game Store in August 2020, and you can pre-order that right now. You can also go to surgeonsimulator.com for more information and follow us at SurgeonSim on Twitter to learn more.
Mark, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
That's Mark Pick. I'm Sean Plott. Let's go to Frankie Ward.
Sean, you'll remember our next developer from their appearance in the PC Gaming Show way back in 2015. Hello Games are a small UK indie studio, perhaps better known for building the infinite, procedurally generated universe of No Man's Sky. But their next big release is an altogether more intimate, handcrafted affair. The Last Campfire is an adventure game, a story of a lost ember trapped in a puzzling place, searching for meaning and a way home. Let's check it out.
This was at last year's E3, I think.
Clouds go rushing by. A drop becomes an ocean where the rivers dry. Could it be the star's reflection? Tiny sparks in one great velvet sky, perfect in our imperfection, as satellites go by.
Well, that was definitely feelsy.
I was expecting to cry
Tarkov has
during
become
this.
one of the
Damn.
breakout successes of 2020, becoming a smash hit on Twitch as players fell in love with its extra gritty take on first-person shooters. But as anyone who works on the internet will tell you, the people always want more. And more we've got for you today, because in a moment, I'm going to be speaking to one of the game's developers about what's coming next, and that includes a spicy new map. Hey, DevBot, why don't you show them what we got?
Okay, Ko, you're gonna have to tell us what we're seeing here. It's the resident Tarkov expert.
People are saying Nikita. What's Nikita?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, the dev. Main dev. Okay.
Yeah, Nikita's the big kind of main guy that's spearheading the Tarkov stuff.
Gotcha.
I thought people were recognizing something in the game.
Oh, good. They turned the volume down so I can remind myself why I don't play Tarkov, and it's the sudden loud gunshots that come from fucking nowhere and scare the shit out of you.
Ooh.
Well, if you're hearing the gunshots, that means you're lucky. If you don't hear them.
Well, you normally just hear them before your screen fades to black.
Ah.
Oh, you do hear the gunshots before you die? Or after you die?
Occasionally.
Okay.
So, Ko, what's the big thing you're pulling away from this? You said, oh, and all he did was open a door. Why? What's going on?
Well, it's the power stuff was kind of cool, and this is a brand new level.
Okay.
Like, the levels in Tarkov are huge because, I mean, these are levels that you'll be playing, like, a lot over and over and over.
Gotcha.
So, yeah, that was kind of a big reveal because that's for many people,
Here
what
with
you
me to
just
talk
saw
about
is what they're going to be
what's
spending
coming
like 80 plus
is
hours
Nikita
in
Buyanov from
per month.
State Games. Thanks so much for joining us today, Nikita.
Thank you for having me.
I would love if you would kick off by just
yeah.
for anyone who hasn't played or seen Escape from Tarkov, how does a session of Escape from Tarkov work? What makes it different?
That's Streets
from,
of
say,
Tarkov. Cool.
A class-based shooter or a battle royale.
It's more about like true survival. You need to actually escape from a location through extract points, and you need to actually save your life and save your gear and your loot. And if you die, you will lose everything.
So how does the new map compare to the existing map set in Tarkov?
It will be the biggest and the most detailed location ever. It will be a lot of explorable buildings, undergrounds. It's like an attempt to simulate the city, the realistic modern city.
So give me a breakdown of what's coming up in this upcoming patch 12.7.
12.7 is more like a technical patch. It will include the big addition called the expansion of Customs location. Customs is the pretty iconic location for the EFT. It will like enlarge the overall area by 30 or even 40%. The next updates we will totally like overhaul the whole skill system, and there will be new boss called Senator. This boss will able to heal his partners and like search for stashes, so we always try to bring something new in terms of new bosses. Really big amount of cool features out to come this year. We'll try to bring some new experience for you.
Escape from Tarkov has been playable for a long time. For anyone who's listening who hasn't yet played it, where should they go?
They should go to our site, www.
Is there PvP and PvE in this game?
And
I think so.
See for yourself. You could purchase it over there.
So once again, escapefromtarkov.com to check it out. And Nikita, thanks so much for joining us.
Chat saying yes.
Thank you. Thank you. It's a pleasure.
That's so cool he came on.
For our next titled PC Gaming Show, it's time to head on over to the inimitable Frankie Ward.
Inimitable?
Over the last decade, developer Red Barrels has given us some of the most messed up horror games ever created.
Wait, what developer?
I'm sorry, guys.
I just had the Outlast series offers
I
more
apologize.
mind-numbing terror.
I had a super important email come in, and I had to bang out a response like instantly.
Outlast Trials
kind of disconnected there for a
during the
second.
Cold War, and
that was my bad.
Happy period of distrust, fear, and violence.
It had some surprising
You and your
information in it,
friends
so I
are
kind of went
human
into go
guinea
mode.
pigs voluntarily recruited to test advanced methods of brainwashing and mind control. Good times. But work together, and maybe you'll survive. The Outlast Trials.
Oh, this is the new Outlast game?
Here we go. No, chat, it was about my fiber connection. Calm down. Calm down.
From Poland.
God damn it. Don't start this.
Well, this is what, everyone needs a little trauma in their life.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I hope we get to see someone have their arm drilled into.
Actual simulation of a COVID test.
Oh,
nice. They're going straight into his eye.
Mm-hmm. They're trying to get this guy to use Epic Game Store.
Night vision device fully
I won't do it.
Excellent. Bring in the other subjects.
That's a really good one, man. Oh my god. Dude, multiplayer Outlast sounds terrifying.
I know they're good developers, but no, I won't.
Okay. I mean, they had me at taking a screwdriver to the eye.
2020 PC Gaming Show is now complete.
Man.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Wow, Blizzard wasn't here at all.
Chance to see some games that excited and delighted you. Also, as you might imagine, it is really challenging to put on a show with no nearby gaming conventions. So an enormous thanks to our sponsors for helping to make this show
Don't forget
possible.
the Marvel after credits
This
scene.
year, the sponsors are mythical. Perfect World, Funcom, Frontier Developments, Exceed Games, Atlas, Intel, All In Games, Humble Games, Sega, Amazon Games, Merge Games,
So, Ko, I think the
Interactive,
RTX
and the
thing that
Epic
you have
Games
installed
Store.
doesn't block
Without
out
your support, we would
voices
not have
on
had
your
the opportunity
speakers
to put
because
on a
it's
show
voices.
for the greatest platform, PC gaming.
Well, it's supposed to,
Now, before
like,
I say
theoretically,
goodbye,
it's
I wanna
supposed
give
to
a warm
detect
thanks
all
and a
audio
chance for
coming
my
out of my
co-host to
speakers
say
and
goodbye.
allocate
Thanks
for that
again,
regardless
Dev
if it's voices or not.
Really?
And I know that it does voices because I can turn it off, and if you guys talk, it like layers.
Okay, that's true.
Frankie,
Huh.
what is your goodbye message?
But I don't know.
Thank you so much to all of our devs for your incredible games. And
Has it
of
been
course,
bad
massive
today?
Thanks to our sponsors
I was just
for
doing it there
making
when
this all
Sean was reading the sponsor
And
segment.
finally, a big thanks
But it's
to
not
you
doing it
guys
now
at
for
home
Frankie.
for watching. I'm actually off with my little evil sidekick now to take over the world, and I really, really do look forward to being your evil Emperor Overlord. Until next year, thank you so much, and goodbye.
All right, that's it. Coming up next is the Future Games Show over at twitch.tv
Wow, that's only in 45 minutes.
Radar, where you'll see more exclusive reveals, deep dives on the future of gaming, and developer interviews. With that, I'm Sean Day9 Plot, and this has been the PC Gaming Show. Stay healthy, stay safe, and take care.
Who's Luke Edson?
Okay, now apparently after this, the trailer's gonna be maybe.
Goodbye, world. These are the credits.
Does anyone know who Luke Edson is?
Run
I don't know, I'm Googling real quick.
Okay.
Load credits.bat. Open credits.wad. You get the idea. These are the humans who helped me make the show. I don't know why humans require
don't know.
acknowledgement for everything. Who is that? They are not in my database.
Can I just say,
The whole head is a video.
I think, like, after having hosted for a long time and done a couple of workshops and that kind of thing, that Frankie and Day9 Sean are
I contain all of the world's knowledge, but
one of the things I
sure
tell
what
the
Luke does.
whether I'm teaching improv or interviewing or whatever is take joy with you
While you were
on into your job. And I think they're just like perfect examples of that. Like they just seem like they're so joyful about what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
And it's a real treat to watch.
Hijacked all of these people's computers.
For sure.
The nice thing about that show also is that, like, even though I wasn't a huge fan of the games, like there were a few good games in there, you know, that I'm legit interested in, but a lot that I wasn't. Like the show was still enjoyable to watch. The pacing was good. The comedy was pretty on point considering these types of events, and it was one of those things where, just like the Sony show, I left it feeling like, yeah, that wasn't a waste of time at all. Like that was fun. I enjoyed watching that. It was good. It was worth my time, and it was good. Good.
I agree. They had a shit ton of games too to show off. They for 2 hours and 30 minutes, 2 hours and 25 minutes really. I don't think I ever at a single time ever felt like, fuck, this is long. It was always just like, great. Let's see what more games are.
Error. Updating dictionary. This
There's something coming up after the credits, so we'll wait. I think the bot's being funny.
However, he would definitely sound like Wayne. Speaking of tools, could someone adjust my Omni-Wheel server motor? Oh yeah, that's the spot. Take a picture, weirdo. It'll last longer. There will now be a short quiz, so I hope you memorized all those names.
Short quiz,
and
chat.
don't forget to thank your computer for showing it to you. The show is over. No.
Oh, I'm sorry, Dan, you were muted.
Initiating
On my end.
sequence.
What did you say?
I was like, I didn't mute anything.
I apologize.
No problem.
Oh, is that it?
I was just saying, I like these pre-rendered shows more than live ones because things often go wrong in live
There we
shows.
go.
Yeah, for sure. And the pre-recorded stuff, they get rid of that. Oh, let me go full screen. What game was this for?
Gloom something?
Oh, it's a New Blood. Of course, it looks old as hell.
Oh, this is the Thief style game.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say it looks like Thief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what New Blood does, is like make new old games. Is what they chose to end it on? No, they forgot to play this in the actual conference. That's why they're showing it now.
I think there was a promise somewhere that got broken or something. It's like, you said you'd play our thing. It's like, your thing wasn't ready. Well, it's ready now. Okay, we'll put it at the end.
Yeah, the preview in the previous show didn't have any gameplay, very much of it. This had more gameplay in it.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a demo.
I would imagine, too, in the world of pre-recorded stuff, it's probably pretty easy to forget something when you have 40 fucking games that you're showing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so that
was fun.
Did they just raid Games Radar? How did I get here?
They just hosted them.
Oh, okay, there's a host. Gotcha. That's cool that they're all kind of coordinating with one another. Yeah. So yeah, we've got about 37 minutes till that starts. Dan and Zeke, are you guys sticking around for this? Or are you departing? That's up to y'all. I won't put it on y'all.
Do we know what's in the feature game?
In like 30 minutes?
Yeah, 30 minutes. They didn't. Let me see if I can figure it out. Future Game Showcase. Have they shown much? So it says the hour-long Future Game Showcase will include exclusive trailers, announcements, and deep dives on existing AAA and indie games. Content will cover 40-plus games on console, PC, and mobile. Publishers participating include Square Enix, Devolver Digital, and more. Nolan North and Emily Rose from Uncharted and everything else that they do are going to be hosting. And yeah, it's an hour long. I don't know how they're going to cram 40 games into an hour-long conference, but
yeah, that's a very short time per game.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's up to y'all if you want to stick around. I'll be broadcasting it in some form. I just don't know if it'll be under a Drop Frames thing. So we'll figure that out. Anything else or anything you guys want to rewatch or bring up about what we saw from the PC Gaming Show?
Is there anything that I missed that you were like, you think I would really be hyped about?
Proteus. I think you might like Proteus.
Let me find the trailer for that. By the
What's
way,
the name of the channel that it's on now? The Future Gaming Show?
Games Radar with a S.
Thank you.
For viewers out there that want to watch any of the trailers, a great resource is 2020.e3recap.com. They have collected every trailer that's come out from all of these shows and categorized them by color as well as time over the past couple of days, which is really great. And I don't see Proteus anywhere. Why am I not seeing Proteus?
P-R-O-D.
Here it is. I got
P-O-U-S,
it. Proteus.
People are saying Mortal Shells.
Mortal Shell, yeah, that's like.
Oh, did you miss Mortal Shell?
We can look at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you did. This is Proteus right here, Zeke. I'll give you some audio. I think I missed this too.
Oh, you might have, yeah.
I think it's mine when I went to use the restroom.
Mm-hmm.
Got like a retro, but kind of new age feel with the way that it works.
Yeah. That's it's like the second to sec. Everything except the effects are like from an older generation, but the effects are all 2020 high res graphics. That was cool.
Effects and lighting are phenomenal.
That'd
be cool.
Yeah. It's a humble bundle game. We'll just see what's in my suggestions here. Oh. It's all good. Somehow we got rid of the Asmon suggestions. I don't know what I watched to do that, but yay. What else was there? You want to see the Mortal Shell stuff, Zeke? We can watch that again.
And then someone said Inkle Naughty.
Would you rather see the gameplay trailer or the... I'll show you the gameplay trailer. The boss fight was kind of meh. It looked kind of rare.
Okay.
It looked... whatever.
But beneath it all, no monsters.
There's a lot of Dark Souls influence in here.
Oh, yeah.
They actually showed a like a straight up boss fight later too.
Yeah. I feel like every single one of these environments I could point out like a Dark Souls area that they're taking from.
That's what I was thinking.
Dude. Did he just like bash a nail with a warhammer into a guy? That's awesome.
Yeah. That boss fight is another video. The boss fight is kind of meh. I don't know. Looked interesting.
I mean, I'm in, dude. Like, it looks fucking great.
Definitely a lot of high-end production value going into that for sure.
Who's the devs on that? Mortal Shell.
Cold
do we know them?
Cold Symmetry. We do not. I've never heard of them before.
Okay.
See if there's anything else you'd be.
Another one I really liked was Airborne Kingdom. That one looked really cool.
Yeah, let's watch that
one
one
where you
again.
build a kingdom and lift it up in the air.
Yeah, let's watch that. If I can find it real quick. There it is. God, there's so many fucking teasers here. This one right here. This looks really cool. So, Co, where did you read that you build? Or wait. Oh yeah,
If you look on the page on Epic, then it shows them building a city on the ground, and then it talks about running from something. I think.
Okay.
Maybe I misunderstood that though, but
looks very cool. I wonder what like the build mode of that looks like.
I was just gonna say, like, is this a builder game?
We think so, yeah.
Looks like
Did someone say I would like this?
No. Dan was saying he was into this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, we know you're not into builder games. What else was there? That Dean Hall Icarus interview was pretty interesting. Sean did not tiptoe around the like questions that people would want answered from Dean there. It's pretty interesting. Zeke, you were here for the Surgeon Simulator 2, right? You were already back for that?
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. Rogue Lords, people are saying.
Oh yeah, this was another card game. Slayer Spire like. I don't even know what to call them. A little bit different take.
Development is moving forward, and we are very excited to share some in-game elements and combat mechanics for the very first time. Rogue Lords is a rogue-like game where you play as the devil. You have to build your team with legends of evil. And
Well, they're actually made like they're like real, like
fights.
Dracula and shit. Okay.
After a terrible defeat years ago, you're finally coming back with your most faithful disciples to wreak havoc and terror in a world unbalanced after your long absence. The combat is turn-based.
We're blocking the card.
You will need to build your set of skills through your run to be prepared for any threat. Analyze your enemy's next attacks and create combos to secure victory. Every skill costs action points. You should think how to make the best of them.
Yeah,
each turn.
that's a.
When one of your disciples becomes vulnerable,
a
your own
yes, a
health
big
bar
yes
is
for me.
exposed, which is persistent during the
just-
entire run. If your health is reduced to 0, your run is finished. In Rogue Lords,
When I look at how many
you are
hours
the
I
devil,
have in Slay the
so you
Spire,
don't have to
how many
play
I'm
by the
going to
same
have in Monster
rules
Train,
as
it's
mortals.
just
Yeah.
When the
Are you
situation
still
becomes
playing a lot of
tricky,
Monster Train?
You can use souls.
It's like
to play
it's like
with the interface and
it's like a
change an enemy
lament a
health
little
bar,
bit,
for
like
example. This
yes,
is an
I'll have
expensive
some more
trick to
heroin, I
use,
guess.
but very powerful and useful.
I mean, it's really good, and I really like
Thank you
it,
for
but I just
watching the
know
video.
how much
Stay tuned for more
it's gonna
info
take
coming
for
soon.
me.
See you next time.
Monster Train's really good. I like it too.
Yeah.
It
Spent
is
way
really
too
good.
much time playing that one.
Yeah, Zeke loves his card games for sure. Potionomics. We could take a look at that. I don't know if that's necessarily a Zeke game. His chat was spamming me and saying, "Oh, you're not paying attention."
Oh, Inkle Naughty. What?
Oh yeah, that might be. This is a Potionomics trailer that is basically a like item shop game. If you're into those, Zeke, which I don't know if you are at all. This was a pretty cool view though of how they did that, in terms of how they're showing the building and whatnot.
Oh, what was that game that? Like it was like a merchant game like this. That was like,
Reciteer?
No, it had an obvious name, I think.
I don't know. I don't know what to
tell you. Moonlighter? Moonlighter did have some.
I think it was
shop
just
elements,
Shopkeep or something like that.
Shopkeep?
Yeah.
Yeah, Shopkeep's another one.
Yeah. That's the one.
And then there was this one, another indie game called Inku Lanati, which starts out like this.
I'm already in. I love it.
I love how that just gets this nod.
Yep.
Skip, you just pitched me this game. Oh wow, that was cool. Oh my god, it's like back in the day when Bugs Bunny would Daffy Duck would fight with the artist.
Yeah.
And they draw stuff on him and stuff. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yep.
But I tell you, like, you could just have a 1-sentence pitch and I'd be in like, so there's this bull that farts fire. Okay, I'm in. Wait, I'm not done yet. No, you don't have to be. It's fine.
You're into it.
We're good. We're good there. If it's not over $50, I'm getting that game.
Yeah.
Shadows of Doubt looked really good too. The like in detective game where it's like first person, you're investigating houses and stuff.
Oh yeah, let's watch
as
that
a detective.
Again. There it is. Shadows of Doubt. Yeah, I don't think Zeke was here for this. I think this is definitely something he'd be into. Sorry for that being so loud.
Oh yeah, I saw a little bit of this. Not that, I wanted to say, not that it's a deal breaker, but it's definitely like I'm not into the Minecraft graphics.
You don't like your voxels? Or wait.
No, I mean, if they're tiny, that's fine. But if you can see, it's like I don't, never appealed to me.
I get it. Well, cool. That was the PC gaming show. I think, how many they've done that 3 years, or is this the 4th year? Done it for a while now, and I think I consider it a mainstay of E3. Like, I'm glad it exists. We see a lot of stuff there that would never get the amount of attention
doesn't get a show for otherwise.
Yeah. And I love the fact that it exists for sure. Then you put Sean and Frankie on board and throw a bunch of money at it from all those sponsors, and it gets better. It's always good. So. Also, I'm a little bit upset at Sean, as someone in chat's pointing out. We didn't get a shout out this year. We were going 3 for 3, or 4 for 4, or 3 for 4, however many there's been.
What it probably is somebody counterpaid him not to.
Who was it? We put in a lot of
probably
money.
A sponsored non-shout out.
I bet you it was that.
Who has the competing podcast with us?
It might have been Greg Miller. He was on the fucking show.
Yep.
Probably Mixer.
Or it could have been Mixer.
Probably Mixer.
Or it was that fucking robot.
Mm-hmm. He wanted all the spotlight.
Or in the twist, it was Twitch.
Oh.
That's that 4D.
That's true.
Yeah.
Could have been them. It could have been them.
Yep.
Well, let's do some shout outs, because I know Coney, we're cutting into the kid time. I don't want to cut into that too much here. Dan, Zeke, are you guys going to stick around? Do you want to think about it? I don't want to put you on the spot.
How long
on the
is
show.
the Future Gaming Show? Is it like just an hour?
It is an hour. Yes. Yeah. From what
I'll stick around. I'll stick around.
Okay. Dan, you in?
I'll stick around too.
Cool. All right.
Yeah,
We'll have Code do a funny face, and then yeah. Let's do some shout outs though, because I think we are going to go sit on a card here for about 5 or 10 minutes so we can get up, stretch our legs. Zeke, why don't you start us off with some shout outs?
You betcha. What's up, everybody? Thank you guys for hanging out with us today. Thank you to Dan for guesting on our show. I love you, buddy. JP, you know how I feel. You guys are my brothers. I was gonna say something awful, but it never came to my head. All right.
Okay, there you go. Good job. Well done.
If you want to follow me, Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, it's all @/Ezekiel _III. Not to be confused with Ezekiel Elliott, because neither of us are verified yet. So hopefully one day soon. And I went to do the verification form again. They're not accepting. So all I have to go on is word of mouth and a little bit of hype. So if you want to promote that tweet I tweeted, go ahead.
There you go.
I'll be on tomorrow at noon Pacific playing. I'm going to be playing the selected few games that I can get to of the thousands that are in there of the itch.io bundle for racial equality or whatever it was, because I bought that and there's just so many games. So we're going to go through some of those tomorrow and figure out, I'm just going to take audience suggestions. I'm not going to have a vote or anything. So that's tomorrow. Thanks, guys.
Cool. Co, do some shout outs.
Cool. Big thank you to JP and Zeke as always, and a huge thanks to Dan for joining us today. Really appreciate it. My name is Co. Hello. I play all sorts of games. I'm currently playing through the Outward DLC. We're going to be doing that more tomorrow morning. Then I think, JP, are we going to watch the second show tomorrow at 12?
Yeah, if you guys want to.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm down.
We'll see. Yeah, we'll be watching for that probably, and I'll probably take off after that for the day. I am off for today. We're also, in terms of coming up on the channel, we got Raft and maybe some Green Hell before Last of Us 2, and then we got Ghost of Tsushima, all sorts of fun stuff. So I hope you join us for that. But in terms of today, as soon as this section is off here, the channel will go down, but we're going to be doing a host on JP. I'll be back around 6:30ish this evening for some cozy EverQuest. Going to be hanging out and leveling our rogue. And then, like I said, tomorrow's going to be Outward. Once we're done with the Outward, some Raft, and then maybe Green Hell before Last of Us 2, or maybe a little bit after, then Yakuza 5 and other fun stuff. But anyway, as always, thank you guys for watching. Hope to see you at future game shows events if I don't see you in the channel. And big thanks to all the hosts and for you for watching.
Awesome stuff. Dan, do some shout outs. You're big.
I'm big. Yeah. Hi, I'm DansGaming. I'm /DansGaming on Twitch. Easy to find. Thanks for having a show, JP, Co, and Zeke. My God, my brain farted.
He's not verified, so it's hard to. He's not verified. It's hard to remember.
It was the verification. I couldn't remember.
Yeah, you couldn't remember. It's tough.
Yeah.
Take the blue checks out of your ears.
Thank you so much for having the show. This was a lot of fun to hang out with you guys. I'll be starting up The Last of Us 1 tomorrow. I haven't replayed it since the beginning when it came out a long time ago, so I'll be doing that. And I'm also playing Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind on the side here and there. So I'll be hitting both those up tomorrow.
Awesome.
Thanks for having me on the show again.
Yeah. We're going to be back here in about we'll go live in about 10 or 15. We're going to sit on an idle card, get up and stretch our legs. Me, Zeke, and Dan. Co's going to be taking off. And we'll be checking out this future game show that Games Radar is putting on. So if you want to watch that, we'll see you then. If not, we'll see you tomorrow probably for that, whatever the Guerrilla Collective
whatever
showcase.
it is.
Yeah. I don't even know what's going to be there.
Out.
So we'll see how that goes. That's that, though. Thanks, everyone, for watching here on the PC Gaming Show for Drop Frames. We'll see you next time. We're out. Bye-bye.